Inadequate furniture in many public schools in the northern part of the country is affecting teaching and learning, which calls for deliberate efforts from government to show enough furniture for schools. Some of such schools are Balshi Model School in the Nonton district of the northern region, where students sit on mats or lie on their stomachs to study. To mitigate the sufferance of the kids in Balshi Model School, the Light Foundation, a non-profit-making organization headed by Sheikh Ali Napari, has donated dozens of furniture and tables for the school. Sheikh Ali is the executive director of the Light Foundation, and he spoke to the media after the donation.
The community or the headmistress and then the staff reach out to us that making access of the chairs, decent chairs and then tables, making learning and teaching is very difficult for them. So therefore, one of these to come and help us. That's why we are here. And God willing, and then they support us financially.
On her part, headmistress of the school, Umar Zainab, said the furniture has come at the right time, explaining how tedious it has been for teachers and students in the school due to the lack of appropriate furniture.
Teaching and learning materials in the school. Teaching and learning materials help in lesson delivery and also help in learning. It helps the children to be catching things fast. Like the understanding of the children will be much easier than when there's no teaching and learning materials.
Now, to know what's happening in your locality or from the regions, kindly visit our website page www.metrotvonline.com and follow us on all social media platforms at Metro TV Ghana.
This is not news. I mean, every election there's a vote buying. I mean, so if we are buying votes, they should also buy their votes. I mean,
don't do that. Of the press, do that. I will first give thanks to Almighty Allah for seeing me through this very hectic campaign period. It has been very difficult for me, for my family, for my friends, because of how these elections went about. But today, by Allah's grace, I am the winner, and I thank Allah for this feat. I want also thank the presidency, the friends in the media, my friends, ministers, parliamentarians, my constituents, especially my campaign team that waged a serious campaign within this 2 weeks period. I want to also congratulate my contestants that this victory is not for me alone, but it's for all of us. This is an internal election. One must win. And if Allah says I am the one, I invite them to join me so that together we'll raise the flag of NDC very high. I want to also say that my doors are open to everybody, including my colleagues who contested me, because they have brought the best out of me. And I think that will help me in securing the seat for NDC. I thank everybody who supported me, the press, and all my friends, especially my family that has gone through some 2 weeks of serious neglect. Once again, thank you very much. May Allah bless us all. And inshallah, together with you, we are going to do we are going to see a better East Ayawaso. Thank you very much.
What they are doing is because they know the seat is for the NDC. They are buying votes. One candidate can give 3,000 to each delegate. The NDC the electoral college is approximately 1,300 delegates, including those who are dead and those who travel. And each person is getting 3,000 from a candidate. 2 days ago, a candidate distributed a motorbike to each of the polling stations. We have 113 polling stations. Each polling station, one motorbike. Do the calculation. Where are they getting the money from? Right now, as we can all see, the ambassador to Nigeria, who is also contesting the seats, is sharing television. Where did he get the money from? We want the OSP to also come into this, to do his investigation, so that at the end of the day, what they are doing, they are destroying our democracy. Our democracy is diminishing, because at the end of the day, if you don't have money, the right candidate, you will not be elected. Every time, bad candidates, mostly in Ayawaso, is 34 years of NDC's representation, no development, no human capacity building. Yet still they are buying people's conscience. So please, media, we have to do the needful. Thank you. Thank you too.
This is not news. I mean, every election there's a vote buying. I mean, so if we are buying votes, they should also buy their votes. I mean, this is not news. I mean, every election there's a vote buying. I mean, so if we are buying votes, they should also buy their votes. I mean, this is not news. I mean, every election there's a vote buying. I mean, so if we are buying votes, they should also buy their votes. I mean, this is not news. I mean, every election there's a vote buying. I mean, so if we are buying votes, they should also buy their votes. I mean, this is not.
And then I'm buy, you know, almost see gold board, then, I'm a ton gold in Yamanaka 18 tons. At the time, gold prices no, cost no, not yet ton your gold I war. I bring yourself an end now, be to gold. A back in the sika. It's a bit tramo, buy less airway. Me name more better constituency ha. Me name more better constituency ha. Na ya ko fie na me catch na mo say vote ayenya e wo constituency ha no ba ali ya ne na ye adwuma no obenya vote no ma na broso she ye nua na NDC enra mo ya ba prime minister mo che abonike mo che kosua mo na kosua na ye duro anaze eyeden se kosua na ye duro a baba ali we duro so sa.
This is not news. I mean, every election there's a vote buying. I mean, so if we are buying votes, they should also buy their votes. I mean, this is not news.
Ane kitame no mohwe so a obie ni wa ye ebie ni wa yatuaka ni nyina e wokam sese me wo faase a me hwe no otifie o cover city otifie sika ni wa me de ma akwala ne de akọ enti e besira aban si sika no November ene wo so no mohwe ya hyehyɛ November ani yaye eti esra ba no ye sika no onfe ma yen esanse ye ni dwuma bia di o ye nkura na ase ya ye wo no ye dwuma ni koko nyame anim ni abandada wo free so no obeto ye koko mu e ma ye se dollar wo soro enso ni yetumi to niema e di ye ho ye ma school fees ni ye se ye nya ene mass prayer ni ye no ye nya biem ene wo koto aduro akobọ okoko a baako 150 200 ene sika no ayeji ne de ato aduro no yenya ame ye kokoo no sesei akate no eseya na omo se kokoo no ti ye besra aban se won kai se yensu ye nipa omo te ho ana omo de omu didi enom yensu yenya bi ani ye di anom ye ne ye ma ene ye wo faase nom ye sere omo kai se omo age yen omo ba bedada yen wo beto obi to kokoo e ma ye 3100 Most of them 6,000, will be 7,000. Ye ni aje, am yakoto aba mamu. Ene kokwa the price am de to so e be kan ho no 500 cedis ana mo de be kan ho ana ko 36,000. 3,600. Eno so a mutumi ntua say mo dey asi wo say ada say ye beti cocoa so ana ye beto so me ye ma meto kwa me nkroma womo a me beto womo ye papa Lawrence no mo twam o mampanin kufo no na nado atamel so no cocoa ye beto so no ye ti se ya ti cocoa so da eti onhwe ye na wanti cocoa no so na emomu ba bia sika ne hye no kofi ye sika ya metua ye ka ne ye ma ye wo faase ne ye nanan mo no intumi hwe om school ni bi na ba bi omo hye no omo nso ye ma no atumi akoduru hobi na daache ye nso ye nye ye kamafo nti ye ba sire mo ma ye John Mama esedu nkatia Randy Abi o ye sports minister na wo se wona o ye Cocoa board chief executive wo Cocoa kura woni wuram ani wahu Cocoa ani ye de wa beto so na hwe ba bia mudi aba ba wie ti esire won amomfi esika ma ye eno ne ye hwehwe
ba be se adwuma ba ya na betimi aye enso ya ire ho se ye be ye kua ade ahwe ye daache ade ahwe ye ma daache ye ma ko school no ma ba fie me ka kire ko school pass eno abetra fie o se ma e ko mo de me hu me ba mo se wa fon e ko mo de no sika nyina kakam ade ne ye nye Mahama da ye se uyo Cocoa kuani a se wa asase so akodo bi ka ho dua Cocoa na no so oye twamene opeso da ye ti o sheda ye sa no ene ya dofo ye dua Cocoa opeso obetua ye ka ada na oye sa so ne yire ne ma omu didi na denti na oma ye ho kire ye akuafo ye ho kire ye nia oye no ohwe ye esansa enipa ya no enhira wom enumye wom ohwe ne ya anome no esansa abufo traso edenumye eba se o be ye adwuma na edu anwum na wo se unya aduane di no na wo ye fukwan na wakoda na wo ma na o mada o ma nu so na o mada ada na o yesa na se nanado enya nanado nyame o hira no na o ma ne nyincha esansa na odi akuafo ho nanado kasa se do ne akuafo be kasa no na wakoma kura to yam tama na otua 3001 no na ye penisa esansa ebi ankam wanada yan tasa wantete yan na wom omaye nkuransha sankono na da so wo so a anka yedu akire osina nado eda akuafo onu no oyo dadafo eti so opesa ye body dimpa wasesa ne suban.
No, we go to the same market. We go to the same labor market. We are buying the same input, the same weedicides, the same pesticides, the same fertilizers. So the cost is the same. For me, the impact is very huge because they come to you when they are in distress. Who do I go to when my cocoa beans have not been paid for? Who do I go to? Just last week, we sent about 75 beans. The clerk this time refused to even take them, because he will be responsible for the maintenance or the keep up of the beans. I don't know. There's this unhealthy speculation that they are going to reduce the price. I believe that is why the clerk refused to accept the extra beans we sent to him. So the minority, we had a press conference I think on Thursday, where we put to bear some of these issues. I heard the CEO of Cocoa Board, my very good friend, said that they were going to find a solution to, which for me is very unfortunate. We are not going to find a solution for beans that were bought in November last year, December last year, January this year. You could see that most of the beans, most of the cocoa beans, they are coming up. The pods are ripened. We need to put labor to it to be able to harvest them. How am I going to finance this? Very, very difficult situation, if you ask me. We are in a topology where there's a high demand for gold. There are a lot of galamseyers, so acquisition of land even for new farms is a very difficult thing. Labor is expensive and very scarce because they prefer going to the galamsey site because it pays better than coming on the cocoa farm to labor.
Finally, what arsenals are available to you? Because they have come to you as their representative. Even though you're a victim, you are their mouthpiece. What are you going to do and what should they expect?
I believe we'll continue to engage. Like the government is very much aware of the situation. We can only pray and hope that they're able to find a solution. Because you see, the cocoa bean it doesn't wear political colorization. I mean, the people in the value chain of the cocoa is very, very vast. about 128 acres of cocoa. I have about 53 permanent workers, over 1,000 casual workers coming from both sides of the political divide. So it's something that is a clarion call. And I believe we have to, the state or governments will have to, yield more to the cocoa farmers than, because they are not asking too much. What you said the farm gate is what they have brought to you. Find money for them. Governance, I believe, is a very tough one. I know. We experienced it some time ago when we were also in government. But there has to be a solution.
And sana itete ya fa ya adwen se ye ne mahama ana ye ne abane nyina no ye nton kokofo biom ye beton ye ma nyina ma galamsefo ya sase no
waja min kolenum ba kokko pass o se me kom dem wa ba fie ba ko won kran ko be to school minya scan to school fees 50 December ye be school on ko e otifie wo ma wa adwuma m nyina aye basa mo hwe mi sanki to ai na m di do kokko ase Namdi yesay abafum sabre mesika nyina akamu ampomra na ado ho oye bruni mayen oto edro mayen sese ni nyina aboyen no kwasam sam kohwe mi koko na moyra ba ho mansprain aboyen okunafo na mesika nso akam anne mohwe me gina bia me gina mon kan kire ne say yesre no ofa yesi camera yen ne afa antwa yema na ye mobo.
I was listening to the Cocoa Board CEO and I wasn't inspired because he said they are looking for solutions.
Isn't that assurance enough? I mean, he's telling the people that they're working around the clock to find solutions for them.
If you have a crisis that started as far back as November 2025, and we are in February 2026, and you are still telling the farmers that you are looking for solutions, that's not assurance. That is not encouraging. That is a sign of leadership in crisis. A sign of a leadership without a clue as to how to deal with the situation. 4 months and you are still looking for a solution. One would have expected that the presser would outline what the solutions are after 4 months. And so you heard some of the farmers asking, if since November, we are in February, you are now looking for solutions, when would you find the solutions before you even come and outline the solutions to them? And that's a worry. And they're about to enter the main crop season as well. And so it's a very, very worrying situation that I think that the government need to treat with all kind of agency that is required. Listen, these people have worked hard. You had the 81-year-old woman. She lives on a cocoa farm. She's worked hard. She's labored and gotten the output. All she needs is for government to pay her money so she can survive on it. And for 4 months, how is she supposed to survive? I was here as early as 5:30 a.m. And we went to other locations. And you can see clearly farms that have been brought down with galamseyers on site. And in most of their comments, you could also hear them say that, listen, the offers that are being made to us by galamseyers is tempting. And so if we would work so hard and the government would keep our cocoa beans and not give us our money, then we might as well cut down the cocoa and sell it to galamseyers. That for me is a worry. Cocoa farms outlive generations, and so it's a more sustainable economic venture than even gold mining, because most of the galamsey they mine, they leave the place, they move on. But cocoa farms, my grandfather has a cocoa farm that he inherited from his father, and today the cocoa farm is there at Infrano in the Ayeswano constituency, and that's why I was advocating to them and appealing to them that no matter how bad the situation is, they should not be tempted to sell off their cocoa farms to galamseyers for the sake of the generations unborn. What I'll tell the NDC government is that the complaints are real. We have come to the cocoa farm. We have listened to the farmers. And the complaints and the lamentations they are hearing on the airwaves is real. I've seen it with my eyes. It's not a makeup. It's something that the farmers, the Ghanaian cocoa farmers are going through. They are experiencing high cost of living.
What happened was that Cocoa Board had also issued what they call cocoa bills. And individuals and companies had bought them.
Yes.
Cocoa bills.
True.
But in 2022, just when government of Ghana was doing the DDEP, Cocoa Board also declared that it virtually was broke. It could no longer service the cocoa bills, and so asked for a restructuring of the cocoa bills,
which resulted in a haircut.
Yes, so the cocoa bills were restructured with the first payment due 1st of September 2025, but that the money should be lodged into the account. CBG led that process by August ending of 2025. So for 2.5 years, Cocoa Board knew that this had been deferred and they would have to make this payment. Okay. Now, in 2023, Cocoa Board then went back to do the syndication, and this was the last time that the annual syndicated loan was done, the 32nd year. So Cocoa Board went out there to do the syndication for the first time in the history of Cocoa Board. And I've explained to you how you do the, you sign the contract, you lodge the contracts as collateral, and then on the basis of the collateral, the money is released to you. And then the central bank gives you CDs. You give these CDs to the licensed buying companies to buy the cocoa on your behalf. Now, the season opened in September. For the first time in the history of Cocoa Board, the first tranche of the syndicated loan hit Cocoa Board's account 2 days to Christmas. And if you listen to the licensed buying companies at their press conference, the first money they received from Cocoa Board was on the 26th of January, 2024. So the season opened in September, October, November, December, January. For the first time in the history of the syndicated loan, the 32-year history, the money came about 4 or 5 months after the season had opened. Now, at the end of it even got to a point in that season that Cocoa Board could no longer draw down on the syndicated loan. So Cocoa Board went to the Ministry of Finance and took a loan, a bridge financing of $70 million, which is on our books, that we expected to pay to the Ministry of Finance to be able to buy crop for that season. Now, at the end of the 23-24 season, something significant happened. Cocoa Board was unable to supply 333,767 tons of the cocoa contracts that it has signed and used as collateral to take the syndicated loan.
How so?
333,767 tons Cocoa Board could not supply. And these contracts were signed at $2,600 a ton. $2,600 US per ton.
So if you multiply the 337,000.
Don't even get there yet. Don't get there yet. So this is what happened. So almost close to 400,000 tons of cocoa sold at 2.6 could not be supplied. The first time in the history of Cocoa Board. But that is why I went back to 2022, the issue of the cocoa bills. You know,
right.
So that clearly was telling everybody, including the financial community, that we were broke. Our finances was not good. So no wonder 23-24 we had those problems with the syndicated loan. Then worst of all, we could not supply close to 400,000, 333,767 tons. Sold at $2,600. Now, right after this was when cocoa prices then shot up. At a point 12,000, then 11,000, then 10,000, settled around the 9,000s.
$9,000
US dollars a ton.
Okay, yes.
It went as high as 12
on the world market.
Yes, 11, 10, settled around 9,000. Now, so 24-25, Cocoa Board issued, the process starts with what you call a request for proposal. So Cocoa Board will issue the request for proposal, and these banks will respond to it. For the first time, no bank responded to the request for proposal.
Right? Wow.
Yes, because of what had happened.
Bills.
Yes, you had declared that you were broke, you couldn't settle your cocoa bills, and you had asked for a deferment in payment and haircuts and all that. Then in 23-24, you were unable to supply over 330,000 tons of the crop. It's never ever happened in the 89-year history of Cocoa Board. Never happened. Then now you have these cocoa prices shoot up. to 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, settling around 9,000.
Yeah.
So now, if you want to do the syndicated loan, you need to go back to the same buyers who you have defaulted in supplying the cocoa, for them to sign new contracts for you, and for you to send these contracts to the banks, for you to be able to get a syndicated loan. Don't forget that in 23-24, it got to a point that Cocoa Board itself couldn't even draw down. So it went to the Ministry of Finance for bridge financing of $70 million. So this was the mess that...
So you didn't draw down, just for the benefit of those who understand financial law. They didn't have money to essentially...
Yeah, they couldn't do it. Now...
There's something I want to put on the screen while you speak. Yes, let's...
Now, this was a situation where the buyers who will sign the contracts for the new crop, for you to take as collateral to go and take the loans, are buyers who you have defaulted in supplying over 330,000 tons of cocoa to. So they were unwilling. So now Cocoa Board then had to negotiate with them to say that, okay, look, we will service your existing 333 whilst you also buy part of the new crop. Now, mind you, these buyers had over 333,000 tons of low price contracts, 2.6, at a time when cocoa was being sold at 10,000 and 9,000 and 11,000. So it was a no-brainer for them to finance the purchase of the crop. So that even if it cost them 2 times, it still made business sense. Because if cocoa is being sold at 10,000 and they can be able to retrieve what they have at 2,600, it makes sense. So the buyers then agreed that we will give you new contracts, we'll finance the crop. So we'll buy new ones whilst you also service the 2.6. So whilst we are buying at 9,000, you're also servicing the 2.6 for us.
Government is broke, but people are spending billions to go inside the government that is broke. Have you ever seen a minister who resigned because government is broke before? Government has no money. Have you ever seen a governor who said, ladies and gentlemen, when I was elected, I thought the government had money. Now I discover government has no money, I resign. Have you ever seen it? Government has no money, but they are bringing money out at election time. Where is that money coming from? So they are lying. What is happening is that there are 2 types of wicked people in government. Type 1, they eat current money. Any money they find in government, they will eat it. They are wicked about that one. There is type 2. Type 2, they eat current money and future money. They will say, my term will end next year. When I leave, how will I eat money? Let me borrow money now and borrow money of the future and eat it now.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you very much for joining the show. This is Good Morning Ghana on the Metro Television. My name is Aldo Moore. It is always a pleasure to come your way. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Monday. It's the start of the week. We hope that this week is better as compared to last week. That's always been our hope, isn't it? Anyway, today is the 9th of February 2026, and this is the day the Lord has made. Indeed, we're glad. I want to say a big thanks to you, our loyal and the cherished viewers, for staying tuned in and always tuning in every morning to the show. We're so grateful for your time. I want to still say a big thanks to Almighty God, Almighty Allah, for making it possible for us to be here, to return here to join the nation's conversation on the big issues that are making the rounds in our dear country, Ghana. I'll go straight ahead and look at what the papers are reporting this morning. I'll start with the Daily Graphic. Daily Graphic this morning says that secure funding to purchase 300,000 tons cocoa. Buyers Association to government. Cocoa Board assures of swift action. Ghana to host 40 Under 40 Africa Awards. And there's also Ayawaso East NDC Primary. Baba Jamal hot. President recalls him from diplomatic duties. OSP, party probe, vote buying allegations. That's with the Daily Graphic for today. The Ghanaian Times says the review cocoa funding model, that's according to Licobag, appeals to government. Now, Cocoa Board working to pay farmers, CEO assures. Kumasi Shoe Factory suffers as state agencies depend on imports. Board chair, WLA president expresses confidence in Ghana to host 2028 Lottery Summit. NDC probes, orders probe into Ayawaso East constituency parliamentary primaries. The Daily Guide. Security agencies defy orders, jailed Kumasi Shoe Factory. Akumadan Afrancho fit for 24-hour economy market. Vote buying rocks at Ayawaso East NDC primary. Candidates share motorbikes, TVs, cash, buta, clothes, and Bordex and ice chest. Co-ownership will revive Valco, Giadex CEO. Virtuous ladies of Tampa Bay supports KBTH, and Africa must embrace digital single market, Telecel Group CEO. The new crusading guide. Baba Jamal sacrifice for sharing goodies at Ayawaso Primary. Dr. Daniel Macaulay urges practical reforms to empower SMEs under AFTA. Youth push Ato Falls into 2027 flag bearer race. Telecel Group CEO urges Africa to embrace digital single market. NPP delegates accuse Brian the Champions coordinator in Bibiani Amiaso Bekwai of withholding 700 Ghana cedis transport money. Oh, Ghana politics. Anyway, Omega Herbal Bitters trademark battle heads to court. That's with the new crusading guide. The insight says that the free movement, development-oriented capital key to Africa's growth, Julius Deborah, 24-hour economy authority bill passed, more jobs, economic growth expected. Ghana Water deploys revenue enhancement teams to curb water theft. Venezuela and Iran, oil and survival. And its 24-hour economy authority bill passed, more jobs, economic growth expected. Facts are sacred. APAC stands by past call for scholarship integrity. Trump, ICE, and the Epstein files. The Herald newspaper says the $17 million gold transaction triggers state security probe as Turkish firm files petition at CID against Ghana company. Bahamas Dubai trip tied to Kevin Autry's release in $94 million Petraco case. Questions pop up. World Lottery Association praises NLA, explores 2028 summit in Ghana. Baba Jamal kills sympathy votes with TV set and Kusiani Meko at Ayawaso primaries. Bamia come divided over minority leader position and Odom pray upon Nkrumah and Asenso emerge. That's with the Herald for today. The Ghanaian publisher says the delegates swap votes for boiled eggs, cash TV pads, booters, motorbikes in Ayawaso East NDC primary. Virtuous ladies of Tampa Bay rescue 6 mothers at Kolebu. Borderless Africa key to after success, APD 2026. The custodian minority demands swift payment to cocoa farmers. APD 2026 promotes borderless Africa and SMEs. Upon Nkrumah blows alarm, NDC's 1 job 3 shifts missing 24-hour economy bail. Vote buying rocks NDC Ayawaso East primaries. Virtuous ladies of Tampa Bay assess mothers at Kolebu. Daily Post. Bahama strikes, Baba Jamal recalled as Ghana's High Commissioner to Nigeria will vote buying allegations. Government releases first-term feeding grant to school feeding caterers, and Cocoa Board begins paying LBCs to clear arrests owed cocoa farmers. The Business and Financial Times. Standard Bank hosts second African Markets Conference in Cape Town. Petra advances inclusive insurance with digital and offline channels. Cocoa farmers arrears. Cocoa Board blames legacy contracts buyer retreat. And there's also geopolitical tensions to influence commodities capital flows 2026, according to MIF. And as WLA president pledges to enhance lotteries across Africa. Now, we still have some more papers to bring to your attention. So, the Inquisitor says that the Cocoa Board assures farmers of payment soon. COSA refused Nilante's claims on drip. NDC upset over vote buying at Ayawaso East primaries. NPA Board speaks at 2026 Nigeria International Energy Summit. Metro Lens is reporting that Dr. J.B. Dankwa statue unveiled in hometown. Nana Akufo-Addo renews calls to defend rule of law. Ebuakwa South MC leads cleanup exercise in Chebi Township. NDC MPP primaries under scrutiny. OSP investigates alleged vote buying. President Mahama sacks Baba Jamal as High Commissioner to Nigeria over vote buying allegations. And then there's the Daily Searchlight. Sika Wofie, NDC's Wenchi MP issues 400,000 cedis check to support 268 tertiary students. Africa must remove trade and visa barriers, APD 2026. Major power outage coming, ECG claims to improve service. Abosi Okan Auto Pass traders threaten work stoppage over increased sales tax. The Informer this morning is reporting that renaming airports won't solve challenges of Ghana, and Sekun Nkrumah tells government. Towards enhanced operations, World Lottery Boss pledges support for Ghana. Mahama sacks Baba Jamal over vote buying allegation. Ayawaso East Primary voter inducement failed as Musa Dankwa. And as Gabi diagnoses Africa's problem. The Statesman says APD 2026 champions borderless Africa. And then as majority calls for fresh Ayawaso East Primary over vote buying. Abosi Okan spare parts dealers threaten strike over new VAT regime. The failed prophecy is not a failure. Akufo-Addo urges protection of rule of law at JB Dankwa statue unveiling. So that's it for the front pages of the newspapers. Let me check out what's online. Now, if you go to City Newsroom has these stories. Ayawaso East vote buying scandal, an affront to democracy according to MPP. Akufo-Addo leads Commonwealth Observer Group for Bangladesh polls. And then there's rename Kotoka Airport after Kwame Nkrumah Vitus Azim. My Jaw Online, 10 years on, widow mourns and justice still eludes late MP Boachi Dankwa Edu. We are working to pay cocoa farmers arrears, exploring a new funding model. That's according to Randy Abbey. Ghana Web this morning is reporting that it's reducing Nana Agrade's sentence to 1 year sets a bad precedent, according to lawyer. There's open letter to the president elevating. Elevating youth economic inclusion as a pillar of national macro is critical. Apollonia City is the future of urban development in Ghana, according to Suhini. And then there's Metro Lens, your favorite Metro. No, did I say Metro Lens? MetroTVOnline.com. Apologies for that. Asante Kotoko crash out of Ghana FA Cup after penalty defeat to Aduana FC. NDC MPs call for cancellation of Ayawaso East Primary over vote buying allegations. May the good Lord forgive you, Indom slams Adomotri over Kia renaming debate. And the power of names rebranding Ghana's gateway. And Ghana music icon Ebo Taylor dies at 90. It's interesting that almost all the papers that are reviewed today doesn't even have that story. I mean, Ebo Taylor. Anyway, so that's it for the newspapers and online review. Please stay with us. I'll let you know my guest shortly.
Comment ça va? Yeah, Joe, I can see you right there.
Sometimes the unexpected happens and the hero falls down in his own story. But he needs not stay down for long. Cosmopolitan Health Insurance is your trusted health partner. Whether an individual building a business, with Cosmopolitan Health Insurance, your medical care is our concern. For the best health insurance solutions for corporate institutions, groups and associations, families and individuals, choose Cosmopolitan Health Insurance from our over 700 accredited health service providers nationwide. Call us on 0302 540 668 or 0501 678 547 for all your health insurance solutions. Cosmopolitan Health Insurance, your medical care is our concern.
I'm a brand manager. Of course, I accept only quality and affordable printed souvenirs for my promotional campaigns.
I'm the head of academic affairs of a very important institution in Ghana. Of course, we only deal with quality, reliable printing companies for our institution's printing materials. I'm talking about appointed time printing.
Appointed Time Printings. We take pride in our extensive print scope that transform your ideas into captivating visual masterpieces. We delve into the core objectives and vision of each print project. Precision printing is at the heart of our printing process as we meet your tight deadlines. Our rigorous inspection, color verification, and overall printing excellence are assured. 20 years of printing excellence. It's always a pleasure working with you to create a vibrant, dazzling printing experience that gives you a masterpiece. Appointed Time Printing, your world of quality and affordable printing.
Hello, my friends. My name is Calkit Toothpaste.
Wow.
I was made to be gentle on your gum but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. Makes your teeth stronger, chicky whiter, chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Calkits, happy smile.
Chia winning Nara, me ding edgebaby dapa, me dear sonko cran ebremo. Now that what you animal would be on the edge, Japan, me de bremo. And no, any summer spices. Summer spices in here, and wow, no bebreo. Various flavors, Ubenya a yako, Ubenya nemchi, you do good jollof muma and we get there. Ubenya ye do quam, you do for you, hot nako pibito. Na Emma with Gianni, and yet day. When you mean ya, you can you go to now for Eka.
Down your communication talk. You all enjoy Uduba. That's Samu spices. What in the essence don't fight. I'm taking the Riaga. Samu spices in a Sabi, Daddy so say. Samu spices. Moon Samu.
Samu spices. Nyama chicken.
Samu spices.
Nsaka in Kitswa, Mitre 10 grams, your chicken, spaghetti, garlic and ginger, stew, can jollof, any flavors, alpha bebre.
Samu spices, yes, Saka.
The festive season is here again, and your most preferred estate partner is giving you 25% discount on land sale. Yes, for our Bronya Asase promo, Estate Masters is offering this massive discount for outright purchases. This includes free indenture, free site plan, and a free site visit. So what are you waiting for? Rush now and secure a plot of land while it is still hot. Reach out to us using the numbers below or visit our website at www.estatemastersgh.com. Estate Masters, your most preferred estate partner.
I love coming to the beach, catching good vibes, relaxing and chilling with my refreshing Superstar multi-fruit juice drink. So refreshing, never stops. Oops, trouble in paradise? It doesn't need to be this stressful. Catch! Nothing like a chilled bottle of Superstar to bring the happiness back. Aww. And for our future superstars, wow, good job guys. Who wants a drink? Me! There you go. Everybody loves Superstar multi-fruit juice drink because it tastes so good. Oh yeah. These are the moments you never forget.
Grab a bottle of Superstar multi-fruit juice drink today.
This advert is FDA approved.
This February on Metro TV.
Get ready to splash into love this Valentine's season. Join the Campus Red Pool Party on Friday, 13th February 2026 at the Bayview Village, Atomic Junction. Rates is 60 cedis for singles and 100 Ghana cedis for couples. Time is 4 p.m. sharp. Come in your red bikinis for the ladies and red shorts for the gentlemen. Don't miss out on the fun, games and vibes. Campus Red Pool Party. Love is in the air. In every school, there is history. In every homecoming, there is pride. But in 2025, pride became competition. From convoys that shook the streets to colors worn with honor. From powerful reunions to legacy projects that will stand forever. Metro TV asked one bold question: which school truly owned the legacy in 2025? Welcome to School's Homecoming 2025. Who is who? Send your school name, convoy videos, speech and prize giving highlights, and your 2025 legacy projects to 0550 090 702. School's Homecoming, my school, my pride. This event is sponsored by Zoom Lion and Appointed Time Printing. School's Homecoming 2025 is a Metro TV event supported by Original TV, Original 91.9 FM, and Metro Digital. It's free! Join the Children's President on Saturday, 21st February 2026 at the F4 Sutherland Children's Park at 9 a.m. sharp for kids in worship as we thank God for bringing back our president. This event is a Metro TV event supported by Original TV, Original FM, and Metro Digital.
right, you are tuned in to Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. My name is Aldo Moro. My guest are seated here. We would kickstart with a conversation for the day. Lots to talk about, isn't it? Lots and lots of issues to talk about. And you can always trust that we do a good job at that. So let me just say that Eric Adem Agbana is here. Eric Adem Agbana is MP for Ketu North. He is a passionate youth activist. He's somebody who always is passionate about the welfare of young people. So not many were surprised when they heard that he had won the primaries to represent his party in the 2024 elections, and he won and won hands down. Eric Adem Agbana, MP Ketu North constituency. He's here with us. Good morning, sir. Thank you very much for joining us. It's good to see you.
Moro, yes, definitely good to see you again. It's been a while.
Yes.
I think the last time I was here was before November.
Yeah.
Yes. But let me say good morning to you and to your producers, also to our cherished viewers across the world, especially to the very good people of Ketu North, the people that I have the rare privilege of representing in Parliament. And once again, let me use your platform to say a big thank you to them for the generous support that they continue to give me as their son and as their representative here in Parliament. On that note, let me also wish the people of Apipa the very best as they begin the celebration of the Nyigbla Festival. Moro is a traditional festival. By traditional festival, I mean it's a festival that involves a lot of traditional religious practices, and I am informed that for the first time they would display the gods at the Deba on Saturday, and I want to invite you because by God's grace I've had the privilege of traveling to a few countries in Africa and beyond, and one thing I think we are not doing so well here in Ghana is that we are not selling our traditional tourism so much. And if it is possible for people to travel all the way to Italy, to go to Rome, just to go and visit some of the temples that have been built with certain histories behind them, it should also be possible for us to patronize some of these traditional festivals and get to understand the history of our people and why some of those festivals are celebrated. As we speak today, the chiefs, or let me say the priests from Alakpele will be walking all the way to, they begin their journey today, they will walk to Apipa. There's some very interesting aspects of these things that I think we need to highlight. It's a very important festival, and I would want to invite you and all our viewers to Apipa throughout the week. And on Saturday will be the Grand Deba with the gods being displayed for people to see, because before now there was a certain myth about the god and the idols and all the other things that people perceive that they worship, and the histories behind some of these things. And now our people, our chiefs and the leaders, the traditional priests, are opening up. They want the young people to get to understand what really these things are about, and then people can learn history. I am a Christian by faith, but I have a very good relationship with traditional religious worshippers in my constituency. Beyond the campaign, even recently during the Christmas, I had meetings with them. I go to when they organize programs, sometimes even by their shrines, they organize some of these religious programs. I am their representative. So when they send me an invitation, unless I'm not available, when I am, I visit them the same way I do with our Muslim brothers and sisters. When it is time for Eid and all that, they invite us to the mosque and we attend and all. So I think this cordiality that exists between us across religions is something we need to protect, because it's very rare. You don't see this in most countries. It's very difficult in other countries to see Christians visiting a mosque to go and show solidarity to their Muslim brothers. Same it's difficult to see Muslims visiting churches. But in Ghana, we see it, even in our politics, we see it. President Mahama goes to the mosque, attend very Islamic programs. Dr. Baumia has entered many churches. And these things tells us that as a country, we are living harmoniously. And that's harmony, that's unity, must be protected at all costs. And what the angle I want to add is that beyond visiting mosques, churches, and all of that, we also have a third religion, which is the traditional religious belief. And they are also quite a lot in their number. So politicians should be able to, attend to some of these programs. The tourism ministry should take advantage of them. Let's see how we can portray some of these traditional religious practices out there. So the Nyigblan Festival, that is the name of the festival. And I will invite anyone who is interested to pass through our people this week so that we can have, they will see the beauty of that festival tomorrow.
So those are the pictures in your shots. That's how the festival looks like, isn't it?
Well,
not exactly.
Not exactly, but you have some of these displays out there, but not exactly this way.
Okay.
So when you come, we have the male priests. They usually wear black. I should have sent you some pictures that I took with them.
Yes. Okay.
They usually
send them to Barry.
They usually wear black.
I'd like to see it.
Yes, they wear black. In Ever we call them, or in Api we call them avoyi bottle, which means that black cloth priests. They dress in a very unique way, and they have history. When I sat with them during the last Christmas, one thing they told me, which for me, very profound, is that they believe that we all worship the same Almighty God. In fact, they believe that their tradition, their festival, their worship, their belief started from Israel. So they believe that we all worship the same God, but different methods or different ways of doing it. In fact, even in Christendom, churches have their different doctrines, but we are all Christians. The way worship is done by the Catholic Church is not the same way that my church, ARS, or Pentecost Church, or Methodist does it. So churches have their own doctrines. So they believe that all of us are worshiping the same Almighty God, but with using different methods or different belief systems. And the way they welcomed me and tried educating me on what they do was quite profound. And I will share some pictures with you shortly.
Right. So whilst you're working on those pictures, I think that I need to do this, and I need to do this as quickly as I can. Now, two of our star presenters with the Ignite Media Group, I want to sort of mention their name actually. That's Michael Kofi Odro. He's the presenter of Metro Sports, and then also Gideon Ochre Enim, who is popularly known as Gatuso. Yes, let me say, well, he's with Original TV, sort of Original Radio and TV at the same time. We want to say warm, heartwarming, sincere, heartfelt, profound, and sincere congratulations to you for winning the 2026 RTP Awards. One for Radio Sports Host of the Year, and then the TV Sports Host of the Year. So the TV Sports Host of the Year goes to Michael Kofi Odro, and then also the Radio Sports Host of the Year 2025 goes to Gideon Ochre Enim. We want to say big, massive congratulations for making all of us here at the Ignite Media Group very, very proud. We want to say that you have achieved this through hard work, and this is just one of many milestones that you have encountered on your journey. So keep soaring and soaring higher and higher. And also I wish that you enjoy the rewards of this hard work that you've put into it. I mean, there's nothing that determination and perseverance cannot achieve, and so be proud of your work and your achievements. Congratulations once again, and we hope that you keep making the Ignite Media Group proud as we go along. So once again, congratulations to you, Michael Kofi Oduro, for winning the TV Sports Host of the Year 2025, and then also Gideon Ochirenim, also known as Gattuso, for winning the RTP Radio Sports Host of the Year 2025. But of course, the event happened in 2026. Now, the two gentlemen, Michael Oduro, he comes right after Good Morning Ghana with Metro Sports. So that's from 10 to 11:55. You can catch him live with his team as they bring you comprehensive analysis, views, and interesting perspectives on some of the sports issues that have happened in the course of the weekend. And then also, of course, Gideon Ochirenim, he starts his show at 6:30 a.m. and ends at 9:55. So catch the two gentlemen on both original TV radio and also Metro TV. And I'm sure that you can attest to why they have won these awards. It's actually by dint of hard work. They're putting a lot of the work, and they have come out as victors. So once again, congratulations, Michael and Gattuso. Yeah, two big men. Anyway, so I just thought that it was important that I do this for them because they deserve it. All right, so Adam, you wanted to show us some pictures. Have you sent them to Bright?
I'm sending to the producer.
All right.
Now, but let me also add my voice to your congratulatory messages to these two gentlemen.
Okay.
Gattuso and Michael. I am a sports person, and so I can say that Michael, for example, is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, sports host currently. I enjoy his programs very much. His perspectives that they bring to issues. In the past, sports commentary was more just about people expressing their views or their personal opinions on matches played and all of that. But the kind of research that Michael brings to his sports commentary, the comparisons, drawing inspiration from other jurisdictions, best practices elsewhere, and all of that is something that is worth celebrating, and I congratulate them for winning the awards. And also congratulations to everyone who won awards over the weekend at the Radio and TV Personality Awards, the RTP Awards. Congratulations to all of them.
Once again, let me just say that we wish them even more success in the future. It's extremely important. So, anyway, thanks, Adam, for those kind words.
Share some pictures with your producers along the line, I'm sure.
All right, yes, we'll revisit that.
We'll
revisit that. But I also noticed that I think I saw a video recently where you were actually monitoring some work. Is the pictures ready? Okay. You're monitoring the work. Okay, I'm told that we need to take a short break. So, stay with us. This is Good Morning Ghana. Please don't go anywhere.
Are you a headmaster, headmistress, parent, teacher, or an educator looking for high-quality textbooks for preschool, primary, and junior high school students? Look no further than Advocate Publishing Company. Advocate Publishing Company is a leading publisher of educational materials in Ghana that publishes very engaging, interactive, and comprehensive textbooks that meet the needs of students, teachers, and parents. Our textbooks are thoroughly published to make learning fun and easy. They are also designed to stimulate critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity in students. Make Advocate Publishing your preferred choice for all your educational needs. Explore our range of textbooks and educational resources. Visit us at the old GNTC yard near Kingsway, Accra. You can contact us on 0503 786 776 or 02408 06354, also 0531 600360, and connect with us on Instagram, X, and Facebook at Advo Publishing. Don't settle for less. Choose the best. Advocate Publishing Company, empowering young minds one textbook at a time. Thinking publishing, think Advocate Publishing.
Yes, next. Hey, Nadia Benson.
Me didn't tum. Mr. Friend Kalika, just call me cockroach.
Now, Mr. Friend, me once now.
Hey, that's you. Improve car. Yeah. Captain was key to double the accent. Me didn't sasso spray. Mr. Friend is sasso quell. Yeah, go to my sasso.
Come tum preko.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo Kendini, who be here, Semetra Sapapadia to a mammy manful. Kel Charcoal's natural ingredients, and a bomb is so buying, and manis swing, and a sansu mama hotel so a will beg you.
Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Choose Kel Charcoal Toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80-gram and 150-gram. Grab yours today.
Kel, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Zoomlion Private Services Limited, your waste management expert. One of the most innovative aspects of our business is our commitment to adopting cutting-edge technologies and sustainable practices in the waste management industry. We have invested in modern waste collection trucks, digital payment systems. We have also implemented efficient waste segregation systems and also developed strategic partnerships with our various stakeholders in the waste management value chain. I can talk about our innovative approach that enables us to reduce waste disposal costs, also minimize our environmental impact, and provide our clients with seamless customer service experience. We are the waste management experts.
Changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. And in the valleys, keep your head up high. Dare to dream with Puma drinks. Puma, yeah. Believe it, you can achieve. Puma, oh yeah. Clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make me set the bliss. Oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you.
Puma Drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved. This February on Metro TV.
What the matter there? Hey. What the matter there? Me step a foot, then me shot at them. I organize and I scatter them. A bag of money, stack of them. Pretty girls, me I You are born on the 13th February. The Metro TV Campus Red Pool Party happening inside Bayview. I'm coming to it live. Come join me and let's party, let's have fun, you know. What a man,
In every school, there is history. In every homecoming, there is pride. But in 2025, pride became competition. From convoys that shook the streets to colors worn with honor. From powerful reunions to legacy projects that will stand forever. Metro TV asked one bold question: which school truly owned the legacy in 2025? Welcome to School's Homecoming 2025. Who is who? Send your school name, convoy videos, speech and prize giving highlights, and your 2025 legacy projects to 0550 090 702. School's Homecoming, my school, my pride. This event is sponsored by Zoom Lion and Appointed Time Printing. School's Homecoming 2025 is a Metro TV event supported by Original TV, Original 91.9 FM, and Metro Digital. It's free! Join the Children's President on Saturday, 21st February 2026 at the F1 Sutherland Children's Park at 9 a.m. sharp for kids in worship as we thank God for bringing back our President. This event is a Metro TV event supported by Original TV, Original FM, and Metro Digital.
Every election there's a vote buying. So if we are buying votes, they should also buy the vote. This is not news. Every election there's a vote buying. So if we are buying votes, they should also buy the vote. This is not news. Every election there's a vote buying. So if we are buying votes, they should also buy the vote.
All right, so you're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. The show is also live on 94.1 FM. So please tell a friend to tell a friend that the show is also live on your radio dial. Now, I'm here with Adam Agbana, who is MP for Ketu North and a youth activist as well. Also joining us is Mr. Kofi Tonto, who is a deputy spokesperson for the Bamia campaign team. And he's also here and with us. Kofi, good morning. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing very well.
Yeah, good morning.
It was a daybreak.
Yeah.
The week is the start of another week.
But I thought you'd be wearing fugu.
Oh, I was.
Last week,
I donned fugu on Friday, based on your recommendation. But you didn't ask me to wear it today, so today I'm wearing the normal shirt. I follow your recommendations and your advice.
I see.
Should I wear it tomorrow?
Why not?
Okay. Once you told me to wear publicly, I'll do that. But good to see you.
Yeah, good.
How's the family? How's everybody?
Oh, it's fine. Just had a very hectic morning.
Okay.
The traffic on the Adenta to Accra stretch.
Okay.
More, I don't know what we can do about it.
Well.
Because already, I think it's 3 lanes. And
it's just a rush hour.
Yeah, and in Ghana, the way we build roads, I think it's one of the biggest mistakes we made. Even if you look at the Ofanko to in Sawam stretch that we are building. One of the reasons why it took so long was litigation, because we owned the land. President Kufuor bought the land, but we built the road inside and left the land outside. So then people encroached on it, versus building the land, the road on the outskirts and leaving some land inside. So it's easy to expand.
Right.
And that's the problem we are facing across the country, because the Adenta to Accra stretch, if we had left some land inside, we could have easily expanded and added two lanes to make it, let's say, 5-5.
Right.
But now looking at the construction along the stretch, how do you expand?
Right.
Eminent domain alone will cost you over $1 billion. Litigation will waste about 10 years of time.
Right.
How do you expand?
Right.
So it begs the question, if 2026, I left the house at 6 a.m. It took me 2.5 hours to get here. So 10 years from now, if we don't, we are not able to scale up and build rails, and other things to augment, what are we going to do?
We have some serious problems we need to deal with.
What are we going to do? Because after Adenta is growing, the Oya River, now we are, people who live in Amren here, etc. I mean, how are we going to do it?
It's a problem.
So
I live there, so I can actually relate to what you're saying.
So I think, aside from the fact that we are making efforts, I think there ought to be a decree that any time government buys a land to construct a road, leave land inside. Don't leave it outside. Leave the land inside, so we can easily pave it. Put the bitumen on it, and I just don't know. Honestly, land tenure system is one of our banes as a nation. And then zoning and planning, because when you look at our challenges, these two things continue to affect us. We don't have a mortgage system because of land tenure systems. Because this person owns the land, that person owns the land. Who's going to buy this land and put infrastructure on it and put it on mortgage? Because tomorrow somebody will wake up and say, I own the land. Just a recent ruling, Adenta ruling, that it took about 20 years for the court to rule. And then by a court decision, lands from Adenta to Adjringano all the way to the barrier or the border of Abri was taken from one family and given to the other family. So imagine a bank had purchased this land 50 years ago, had done mortgage, and now ownership has just changed just like that.
It's a problem.
So these two things, land tenure system and zoning and planning. Because how could we have planning departments in this country and it didn't dawn on them that you don't build roads on the inside and leave the land on the outside?
You know what?
I'm very frustrated this morning because even though Adam and Co claims that the petrol has come down, now you can imagine how much petrol I used this morning just to come on a TV show.
I know. Anyway, so let's Adam, I was talking to you earlier about. I noticed you've been policing the construction in your constituency, the Big Push construction. I mean, why you don't trust that the contractors will do a good job? You're policing the thing like
my brother Kofi, and also to congratulate him for the work, the spirited fight that they put into their campaign. And Dr. Baumia emerged victorious. Within the period, I couldn't even reach out to my friend because they were so busy campaigning all around. But despite all the hard work, they still managed only 56%. We'll have that conversation later. But let me congratulate Kofi and all the young people who played an instrumental role in Dr. Baumia's campaign for the other candidates as well. Even though I think that the biggest winner in that election was Dr. Brian Achampong. Very, very strategic campaign. And his votes really shook a lot of people. But for those of us who were following the primaries keenly, it's actually one of my predictions that he will do very well.
Very good job.
And he did a great job. There's big push happening across the country. There is no single region in this country without a big push project. Every region, all the 16 regions of Ghana, currently there is one big push project or the other.
Really?
And we are privileged that in Ketu North, we also have some big push projects passing through our constituency. We really much appreciate President Mahama and the Roads Minister, the Honorable Kwame Gavin-Saboja, and the Finance Minister, the Honorable Dr. Kassel Ato-Forsen, for the good work that they are doing. I recall in August 2024, President Mahama visited us in Ketu North at the RC Church in Georgia. He made a specific promise that road, the road from Toko all the way to Ho, which links to the Eastern Corridor Road, was such an important economic road that in his first year, he was going to cut sod for the construction of the road. He actually told us that for those of us in Georgia's roads will be dualized, and we all accepted it, we applauded him and all of that. For some people, it was just politics.
Okay.
So for us, in his first year in office as president, they cut short for the construction. Strategically, in order not to delay the project, they have divided the road into 4 different lots and shared among 4 contractors. And the 4 contractors seem to be competing positively for both quality and speed.
Okay.
So the stretch from Penny all the way to Toko, as we speak today, if you pass on that road, you'll be very impressed with the work that they have done. And they are working 24/7. Then, Georgia dualization, the work has started. The only part of the work that has delayed, even that I don't call it a delay, or that is yet to start, is the aspect that is the dualization, because for that part, we need to demolish some buildings. So as we speak, just last week, they sent me the list. They have done evaluation. They have sent me the list of people who will be compensated. Compensation will start this month, and by the time we are done with compensation, they will demolish the structures for the dualization to take place.
Okay.
About a month ago, I held a town hall meeting with the people, and everybody is excited about this project. And so, as Member of Parliament, we have been going around trying to check on the project. We want to know the quality of work that is being done, the speed with which they are working, and also to ensure that in as much as President Mahama himself appealed to Ghanaians to bear with us in terms of the inconvenience, we also ask the contractors or the engineers working on the road to minimize the inconvenience. For example, regularly I call on the contractor asking them whether they are watering the dusty parts as the construction is ongoing, because you need to water it so that homes or houses, shops that are closer to the roadside will not be adversely affected. And it is safe also for trying to ensure that there is local content in the construction. I was excited that when I visited some of the sites, so many of our locals being employed or engaged in one way or the other to also earn something as they help the contractors to fix the road. Road is a very important infrastructure. Road is a very important infrastructure, and I am happy that President Mahama and the entire government is dedicated to ensuring that Ghana will have better roads. We do not need to introduce slogans like "Year of Roads" and what have you. But I can tell you.
But you have introduced the slogan.
No, the big push is the name of the initiative.
Yeah, but
sloganeering is the name of the initiative, which we have promised. We promised that in 2020 before we didn't win, and we promised it again in 2024. It's the name of the initiative that we are giving our roads big push, and we have invested so far over 13 billion into this project. 13 billion. That is what the government has dedicated for this project.
Yeah, but there's a difference between dedicated and expenditure, because we recall how much you promised.
If we have allocated, if you have allocated an amount, and we have said, President Mahama has said that the funds for the projects are there.
Yeah.
No contractor has complained that it's not being paid. But you know how these things work. That if, for example, I allocate 1 billion for the construction of a road, you don't give all the 1 billion to the contractor before it starts work.
No.
They start. Those that needed mobilization have been given. So we are investing so much into road construction. But beyond the big push projects, we are also working on the feeder roads. And I am happy that for the first time in a long while, construction of roads is linked to the economy of the area and not necessarily which constituencies vote for which party or what have you. And I'm saying this because you recall when the chiefs of Gumwa approached President Akufo-Addo in the past and complained about the bad nature of their roads, he told them that it was punishment for they not voting for their parliamentary candidate, one of his own. He told them point blank, the president said it. But today, when you come to parliament and you even check from our records, the MPs who are asking questions about roads, majority are even from the MPP side. They are the ones filing questions. Sometimes I ask them that if indeed the year of roads 1, year of roads 2, year of roads 3 and all of that, you have succeeded, how come today all of you are complaining that you don't have good roads in your constituency, if indeed you have constructed those roads? So when it comes to roads, this government is doing very, very, very well, and I believe that by the time President Mahama is done with this term in 2029, his administration will be one administration that throughout the history of this country, no other government could have been compared with in terms of road infrastructure because of the way that the work is going. And quality work is being done as well. And you can see clearly that indeed the whole country has become a construction site. I traveled to Ho recently. You will see from the Afienya side, work is ongoing. No contractor has packed out. From the Akosombo, Joapon area, you see work is ongoing. Towards Ho, you see the massive work that is ongoing. Place and Nyawasi area, massive work that is ongoing. I am told even in the north, most of the major roads are also under construction, and contractors are on site working. Look at Ofanko, the interchange. They couldn't pay the contractor. Today he has been paid. Work is ongoing. Very soon that road will be completed. And so this government is doing excellently when it comes to road construction.
Okay.
And we want to applaud the president, commend the finance minister and the roads minister and his deputy for the good work that they are doing. And we are grateful as Ketu North that we are also benefiting from these roads.
Okay.
And the good news is that one of the roads in my constituency, Muro, that has been my headache for a long while now, headache. I can announce to you on this platform this morning that the Joje to Agbozume road, which passes through Ehi, Joje, Ehi, Agbozume.
Okay.
It's the same road, Joje, Kuli, Ehi, Agbozume road. Very, very, very soon, contractors will be on that road. We've had some engagements with the minister. Very soon, contractors will be on that road, and the Joje to Agbozume road, which is another important economic road. Because don't forget, my constituency is the biggest rice producing district or municipality in this country.
Okay.
And we need roads that will link our farms to the market.
Okay.
So that when our farmers are done harvesting, it is easier to carry these items, their produce, to the market across the country. So the Joje to Agbozume road, which passes through Ehi, is one of the roads that very, very soon contractors will be back on the road and they will continue the construction.
Okay.
Once again, Moro, as member of parliament for Ketu North, I am very happy that our constituency is benefiting massively from road constructions that are ongoing in the country.
Okay.
Yeah, Moro. You know,
it wasn't meant to be a main
topic. But you know, he made several comments, including even appropriating the Ofanko project. You didn't tell him anything. I want to read something to you.
I saw a video of him. Yeah. Fred is saying, I saw a video of him policing the construction, the big construction.
No, that's okay. I don't have a problem with that. Yeah. But so my point is, he appropriated the Ofanko to Nsawam 33-lane, 10-kilometer project to President Mahama's big push.
Okay.
And then peddled for. No, you said that.
What I said was that he has been paid. You didn't pay the contract.
You said
that's basic.
But let me
he
finish.
Abandoned the job.
Let me finish.
I didn't say that was part of big push. What I said was that even that road, you people abandoned it. The contractor abandoned it. You also there was an outrage, protest all over the place because the contractor abandoned the work. But the contractor has now been paid by President Mahama and the government, and that is why he is back on the road. That is a fact.
I just want to read something to you, Moro. I just lost the image. So, Moro, recently President Mahama visited, just about sometime last year, visited the site. And I want to read to you what the chief engineer said. And I just opened it, but somehow I can't find it. And this is on the presidency's website.
Okay.
Where the chief resident engineer said the project as of the time President Mahama visited September 2025 was at 76 completion rate. 76%.
You're referring to the same road?
The same Ofanko stretch.
September 2025.
Yeah, I'm looking. I actually just
NDC took over 7th January 2025.
No.
As of 7th January, what was the completion rate?
Please. Let me finish. I want to read to you what the article said. Because as of that time, you said the project had been abandoned.
Yes.
If the project had been abandoned, meaning from January to that September, it was abandoned. So if it was abandoned, you couldn't have done anything within that time period for it to get to 76%. Besides, road construction goes beyond bitumen. It goes beyond bitumen. So you don't come and put bitumen on a road and claim ownership of it. It's 33 lanes. 10 lanes, 33 kilometers. That changes. With several bypasses and other bridges. And you come in and within a few months you want to claim it as being abandoned. First of all, it's not true. Government took $750 million from Afro-Exim. And I have the table here. 200 million of that money went to that project. Some went to the Boteman, the African sports tournament that we did.
The Boteman Sports Complex.
Yes, yeah. So I have the table here. $200 million of Anko to Nsawam Road, 75 million for Ejoso Konongo bypass, completion of Nsawam to Apedja, 10 million, Swami interchange, 47 million, completion of Flower Port, 35 million, completion of Sofo line interchange, 35 million, and then construction of stadia infrastructure for all African games from the Boteman to the Legon, etc., 140 million. $200 million was earmarked for the Ofanko to Nsawam. That was not the total amount. The total amount was about $345 million. But we gave that money to them in addition to other monies that we gave. Of course, we didn't pay everything. Then you came in and you paid because the remaining was coming from Government of Ghana, GOG. And you made some payments. But how can you come in, someone has completed up to 76%, and you claim...
It wasn't 76 as of January.
I'm going to... Well, it was what?
It wasn't. It wasn't.
It was
76.
what? It was what?
You see,
it was what?
There was Moro. Let's put this...
It was what?
Let's put these issues into proper perspective.
What perspective? It was what?
As of December, when elections were being held.
Yeah.
Were contractors on site?
Listen, I don't... of course. In fact, contractors...
What happened? When we came, Moro, when we came, the Minister for Roads, the Honorable Kwame Gavin Abuja, engaged the contractors. And I was on air when the chief engineer for the construction firm spoke on a sister station. When they were engaged, a promise was made to them that where you have left the road and how you have left it, it was creating so much inconvenience for travelers. And I recall that a number of drivers were complaining that their cars were getting spoiled, getting stuck because it had rained in the mud, and so the contractors went back to site.
In fact, they had even boycotted using that road.
Exactly.
But how does that change anything?
Brought them back, and they continued working before President Mohammed's visit in September.
How does that change anything?
President Mohammed's visit was not when they commenced work. So for you to say that it was at 76%, but way before President Mohammed visited, the roads minister was there himself.
No. Adam, you are not making any sense here.
You know what? There's a fundamental question. Yes. There's a fundamental question we need to find an official answer to, which is at the time the NDC took over,
what was the percentage?
In January 2025,
yes.
What was the percentage of completion?
Yes. That's what I'm asking.
Yes, that's okay. I don't have a problem. No.
That figure couldn't be accurate for the time we took over.
He's trying to get a story which has been attributed
I have the story.
And he's quoting September. And my point is that when you say September, it is as though you left it at 76%, but that is not accurate.
So
because the September NDC had done
good. So that's
now I don't have the figure for January, but I know for a fact, and you also can testify that between January 2025 to that September, work was ongoing.
That is true.
So you cannot say that it was
Moro. Let's do deductions here.
Yes.
Somebody starts a project.
Yes.
3 years before you come into government, and you claim that person didn't get to the 75. So actually, the story says 75%. But somehow you came in January, and you claim that when you came in January, the project was abandoned.
Yeah.
The project was abandoned. Okay, was abandoned for how long?
It's a fact that even before
for how long
the project was abandoned.
Oh, please.
It's a fact.
Okay. Can you hold on? You say the project was abandoned when you came in. Fine. And I'm saying fine. I'm giving it to you.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Even though I'm not admitting, I'm giving it to you for the sake of the argument. It was abandoned for how long? Let's say it was abandoned for 4 months. Are you telling me that from May to September, you increase the completion rate from whatever to 75%? I mean, how?
Okay.
Somebody has spent over 3 years on the road, and you want to come and tell us, assuming that we even left it at 60%, assuming that we left it at 65%, how does that become a big push project?
How
does that? No, in fact,
what I said.
Not just you. Not just listen.
You abandoned the project. You need to accept.
My brother. The project.
That project as part of the.
Actually, I'll tell you what. I was on UTV with the finance minister.
Okay. He mentioned that.
And I'll tell you what. Go on Twitter.
Okay.
Go on YouTube. Go on Facebook. The government has sponsored bloggers who go now on these projects and they target big push projects.
But that's wrong.
Exactly. That's the point I'm making.
That's the intellectual dishonest.
Exactly. That's the point I'm making. Go on. You. There's this blogger called Arnold.
Yes.
And he
his
goes.
Work is hurting you.
No. His work is here. But that's the point. You have deliberately asked the young man to tag projects, including the Kaswa to Winneba project,
Kofi,
as big push.
We cannot take what a blogger says as the gospel and official truth. The man is here. He's representing his
And I'm
party.
saying to you,
what he hasn't said is a big push project.
No.
So
I'm giving you instances where I was on a project on a TV station.
But let me clarify.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me clarify. You see, what is big push? It is not wrong to say, and the Honorable Finance Minister, even in Parliament, stated, and I'm quoting him, that government had selected some abandoned road projects.
That's also a fact.
Abandoned road projects.
That project was not abandoned.
Listen.
That project was not abandoned. There is a definition for abandoned. Look. Listen. If we say a project is abandoned,
yes,
it has a definition. So when you say that road was abandoned,
it was abandoned.
Please hold on.
Were the contractors on site when we took over?
Please, they have always been on site.
No, they left. They abandoned them.
They were waiting for some payment.
We all travel on the same route.
What are you talking about?
So they were waiting for payment.
They were waiting for payment. Does that mean they have abandoned it? Does that mean they have abandoned it?
No, Kofi, I think that look.
Abandoned means that they left site.
We are toying with semantics.
I wanted to provide some clarification.
It is a fact.
Yeah.
That at some point
they stopped working.
The contractors had moved. They've gone off site. They've gone off site.
Okay.
Because payment hadn't come.
Okay.
Now, whether you can describe that as being abandoned or that's another matter. But they were not on site.
But
you see, abandoned can also
suggest construction here.
I want to provide.
If you use certain words, it amounts to something.
What's your? So just I beg just 1 second. No, I beg you.
Moro,
what's your understanding of a project has been abandoned?
When you do a project up to a certain level, you raise certificates. Sometimes when you raise a certificate, it may take 2 months, 3 months before you get your payment. In between time. That is not the same as abandoning the project.
Okay.
So you don't come and see here that the project was abandoned.
It's not true. It's as if they don't do it again.
It's not true.
So as if they don't do the project again.
So
they were not on site.
Let me tell you something.
Look, what are you talking about?
So they were not on site.
Tell me when Marapoma left that site.
Granted.
Give me a date Marapoma left that site.
I don't have the date.
Look, Marapoma didn't receive payment for a certain period of time.
Yeah, we resolved your issue.
And that's not abandoned.
So they went off site for a while. Let's go.
That's your words.
No, that's my opinion. They were off site for a while.
When contractors are working, and they raise certificates in anticipation that the work they have done so far will be paid, they continue the work.
Yes.
If they have confidence that the payment will be made. Anytime they abandon the project, it means that they have lost confidence. They've lost hope that the payment will come, and that is why nobody. Let me tell you, no contractors don't leave site, get the money before they keep coming. Some will continue. That is why you give the job to contractors with that capacity. And Marapoma is a very, he has the capacity. He left site because he had lost confidence that people were not paid. The numerous certificates that
the truth is he actually got tired.
He got tired of taking the money. They were not paid. Now let me put this in perspective.
Let's even grant all of that.
It is because
you see, let's even grant you.
So whether it's under big push or not, I think it's important. Let's say the record. Is it under big push?
Yes. So this is it. Dr. Forson under abandoned rules. This is an excerpt of Dr. Forson's speech. He says, Dr. Forson disclosed that the government had also selected abandoned road projects that were not allocated funding by the previous administration to be included in the Big Push program. So it is the funding for the project that, so you see, government has decided that let's allocate 13.8 billion to road construction under the Big Push project. So in addition to the new roads that are being constructed, government has also decided that, unlike the previous administration, which failed to allocate funding to some road construction or projects that were ongoing, we will, under the Big Push, use or allocate funding for them. And so there is nothing wrong if you say that the Ofanko to Insawam dual carriageway, which we are talking about, is now being funded under the Big Push. There's nothing wrong because it is
question. However, is this that is it that there was an allocation to the Ofanko in Sawam stretch, but that allocation has not been released, or there was no allocation at all?
Asim,
I'm telling you.
So that's what we need to find out. Was that an allocation?
Yes,
but then accessing the allocation is another matter.
They didn't have funding for this.
Please let me finish.
They were just cutting sword.
Can you let me talk? No, I just read to you that we took 200 million. It was Afro-Exim facility of 750 million.
So where's the money?
We gave the money to. How do you think they got to the completion rate they got to?
The entire 200 million.
No, yes, but
so how much was
the project sum was about $340 million.
Okay.
We took a loan of 200 million.
Okay.
The remaining was to come from GOG.
Okay.
So GOG payment is not the same as saying we didn't have any source of funding for it. GOG funding is not the same. So look, don't come and sit here that we abandoned the project.
You did.
The project was half a loan or a greater portion a loan and other portion GOG funding.
But obviously the government at the time was struggling to raise the.
That's okay. I'm not disputing that government since time immemorial.
Of course.
Always.
Yes.
But that doesn't change who initiated the project and who owns the project.
No, but that is not under discussion.
I am telling you that. I am telling you there is a deliberate plan. Not just that project. Other projects. They are calling it Big Push project. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
It is one thing to
say
say
that the funding is under Big Push. What is your look? It's been funded. The completion is being funded.
You just sat here.
Yes.
And said that Big Push is not a slogan.
It is
not.
Yes.
It's not.
It's an initiative.
It's an initiative.
Yes.
Whatever it is government money. Is that not so?
Yeah.
It's an initiative.
Okay, it's an initiative. No problem. Whatever it is government's money. If a government comes in and is finalizing a project, it's government's money. But you deliberately call it a Big Push project. And in fact, when they put out the graphics and the images, they put President Mahama's image next to it.
Yeah, but he is the initiator of the project.
How is President Mahama
of the Big Push project? He is the
initiator of what project?
The Big Push project.
We are talking about Ofanko project.
You know why it is not a slogan?
We are talking about Ofanko project.
So we are saying that let me.
So what are we?
It doesn't matter
what are you arguing about?
No,
what are we arguing about?
What we are arguing about?
What we are arguing about branding Ofanko as a big push. That's one.
That's the point.
Two. But it's not big under the Big Push.
That's the point. It doesn't matter. My brother, that's the point. The point is,
it's not under Big Push.
Look, you see, this is why. This is why I see the challenge.
Yes.
He is worried that if the narrative is allowed to stand, somebody might think, and somebody who doesn't live in Accra and hasn't followed the Ofanko or whatever story,
that's your
might think that the entire project started on a big push, and so he's fighting it, and he said, "Look, let's set the record straight. It's not on a big push. Yes." It is big push is going to use to complete it, but it doesn't make it a big push.
Let me just say.
No, it is true. It's not give money, but he's saying that no, but government has a discretion on how it uses money. But he's saying that
project.
You don't understand that.
Yeah, that is the point I want to make. So it's not President Mahama's project.
Yeah, but that's true. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yes, we want that's a fact. So you should stop paying bloggers. Felix Kwachofo should stop paying bloggers to label it a big push project. Look, let me tell you, not just that project. Even the Kasua Winneba project, they same. Even the Temamoto way, they same. They are trying to label everything as President Mahama's. No, it is not.
It's a legitimate worry.
It is not.
You know his worry?
Yes.
Their worry is that by the time President Mahama is done with his term, almost every big road project in this country would have been his legacy.
How?
Listen, you know why I say we are not doing slogans?
You see that this
no, but he hasn't included Okanko. He hasn't included
he said Okanko is the biggest road project in Ghana now.
Oh, please.
It is the biggest road project in Ghana now. It is. Let me tell you why.
Even do you intend to add the Ofanko Sawan project as part of Mahama's initiative?
Moro, I want to read something.
Not allow you to steal this project. I want to make
the upgrading of the Kasua Winneba Road. The Tumu to Chuchuliga to Nabongo Road.
Allow me finish. Road was abandoned.
The construction of a 36-meter span reinforced concrete bridge over the Kanyibi River. A 24-meter span reinforced concrete bridge over the Bechilulu River. The rehabilitation of the Ofanko to Isawom Dua carriageway. The construction of the Swame interchange and local roads. The national route 18 from Wa to Han Road. The dualization of Takrady to Agona Junction Road. All these roads and many others. Many others were roads that started under previous regimes. But they did not allocate funding for this project.
It's a lie.
For which reason?
I'm saying that you are lying.
Most of these projects were abandoned.
That you are lying.
For which reason today, under the Big Push project, all these projects, contractors are back on site. They are working. Now, if it's about credit, you shouldn't worry. If it's about credit, you shouldn't worry. President Mahama is doing so much that he doesn't need to allocate. He doesn't need to allocate.
What has he done?
You know.
So this will calm Kofi down.
And so I'm saying that if it's about, but President Mahama, one thing he must give us credit for is the fact that, unlike them, every road project that President Mahama came to inherit, even the ones that they abandoned without any sort of funding, President Mahama is ensuring that we are completing them, unlike them. Now let me tell you, I mentioned a particular road in my constituency. And there is a reason why, for a constituency like Ketu North, the MPP, we will make sure that for them, MPP, and that is one of the reasons why Bawumia keeps losing even the internal primaries in Ketu North. The important road, Joje, to Agbozume Road, which passes through Eki. This road construction started in 2015. The gutters were done. Just when they started about to lay the first school, NDC lost the elections. MPP abandoned it for the 8 years. The Agaveji, the Vector, Metrikasa Road. These were projects that we started, they abandoned. But I'm telling you that we are different because we have taken all the projects that they abandoned and we are completing them. And that is one thing you need to give President Mahama credit.
So he's grateful for that.
He said about credit. Look, please, they are over close to 80 roads here.
Can we move on?
Close to 80.
I think we should move on.
Look, they have close to 80 roads here. So the Mama doesn't need credit.
Okay, all right.
They have close to 80 new projects under the Big Push initiative. And like I said, we are not into slogans. Slogans are different from initiatives. Big Push is the program. When you declare year of roads,
when it's done, you can make your
one last comment.
You are not constructing.
One last comment, and then we will proceed. He claims that we abandoned projects.
Yes, you did.
I can go on and list many, but I'll just give you one.
Which one?
President Kufuor started the Nsawam to Apedra Junction dualization. You abandoned it. It took a Kufuor to come and complete it.
Okay.
Just Apedra.
So you are both guilty of this.
No, the point is, governments have been guilty over these things. Okay. So you don't come and say, I just gave you one. Off-head, I can give you many.
Okay, that's fine.
I can give you many. So don't come and
this is not the first time the government is unable to complete a project.
Exactly. So don't come and sit
So your very good friend, who's the that's Apedra Road there.
Which one is this? That's the Apedra. Someone to Apedra stretch.
Okay. All right. So the CEO of Wembley Sports Complex.
Yeah.
Cool. Your very good friend, Robert Coleman. So first of all, he wants me to extend his regards to two of his friends, that's Michael Ojo and the Gattuso. And he wishes them well, and he knows that both of them have a great future. In fact, he's congratulating them for the awards that they won, first of all. And also to the two of you, he says that I should say hello to you, and he wishes you well. And he knows that both of you have a bright political future. But he's concerned that the two of you are talking at the same time, so sometimes makes it difficult for him to follow the discussion.
I'm talking, he won't allow me to talk.
And I'm sure he's not alone. I mean, there's quite a number. In fact, there's quite a number. I've just seen so many messages.
He won't allow me to talk.
Some of our viewers who are not happy that the two of you are talking at the same time.
Sorry about that.
Apologies to them.
Anyway, so let me say a very good morning to the second Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Mr. Andre Amwaku Esiama. Yes, he's a regular viewer. But he hasn't complained yet, so
I'm sure he's bothered about Adam's behavior.
Actually, one of my very favorite.
Anyway, so gentlemen, I think that we should move on. If I don't say there was a question I asked them, and somebody says she wants me to repeat that question, whether the government has any intentions of wholly hijacking projects which had been started by the previous administration, and you're continuing. Do you intend to brand those projects as Big Push projects, or you're prepared to give credit where credit is due? And in fact,
the most
specifically is about the Nsawam, the Ofankor Nsawam road. Whether you intend to own it.
When we are done with that road,
you will decide.
We will give credit to President Mahama for completing that road and allocating funds for it.
All right, that's fine. So let's move on.
We won't finish this. Let's move on. We want to talk about and all these.
No, don't worry. We have some small time.
I have some topics I want to.
Now I want us to look at this matter now. So first of all, let me read these messages. Master Planner Junior who is a policy analyst from Kintapo, says the great and factual analysis by my boss and senior Kofi Tonto. It's always a pleasure listening to him. Again, regardless of our political differences, Honorable Edem Agbana, he's really working to change the face of his constituents, and I wish him all the best. he should continue to be good. He should continue the good works. He may not need to buy TV sets or share motorbike before winning the primary elections. And then he laughs. The man is laughing. Yes, Master Planner Junior Policy Analyst of Cape Town, Paul. And the Kwame Acidity, who is sending us a message from Ahafo in Chensiano. Oh, it's Achirencia, I hope so. Achirencia. It says, we thank God, NDC party has taken a bold decision to investigate and withdraw Baba Jamal over the vote buying allegation. So I look at this as our next topic. So when I get there, I'll read your messages. Carlos Mododojo says, I want to entreat our NDC communicators who appear on various media platforms to take note of recurring strategy being used. When NDC representatives are making their submission, they often allow the other side to speak without interruption. However, immediately an NDC communicator begins speaking, interruption starts, sometimes repeatedly, and in many cases, the host allows it to continue. Our representative must be firm and insist on equal speaking time. They should politely but confidently request protection from the host whenever interruptions occur. This must stop with immediate effect to ensure fairness and balance in these discussions. Carlos, and I say God bless you. God bless you too, Carlos, for the feedback. McLean from Seshiwi also says the MPP will not be distracted by the NDC's fixation on instigating issues or attempting to tell us how to manage our beloved party. Honorable Afenyomakin remains at the forefront and leader of the MPP in Parliament, and he continues to discharge his duties diligently. The NDC should rather focus on power struggle at Cocoa Board and urgently find resources to pay cocoa farmers who are already suffering. The MPP is determined to work assiduously towards victory in the 2028 general elections. Yes, we can, and we will come 2028. That's and then also Osei. Osei is a very good friend of mine. He's into, he owns a boutique somewhere in town, and he says that he's watching, but the interruptions are too much. Okay, Osei, we'll sort that out. We sincerely apologize for that. The two of them are gentlemen. I don't know what has come of them today. They are very good friends too. But anyway, so let's tone down. Let's allow one person to talk at a time so that our viewers can benefit from. So please keep watching the show. I'll be right back.
For us. Radio Sports Show Host of the Year 2025. So we have Gideon Ochre Emin.
Gideon Ochre Emin.
We have Dan Kwekuyeboa, Peace FM. We have Fentu.
Michael Dako, Don Summer, Nathaniel Atto, King Abel, Sometime Otu Echampo. Right, Kantambwedu.
And the winner goes to Gideon Ochre Enim.
Congratulations, Gideon Ochre Enim Gatuso,
Original FM.
Radio Sports Show Host of the Year.
Let's give it up for him whilst he walks to the stage.
Good evening. First trophy for Arsenal, the Gunners. Are you a Ghana? Abonkele Chelsea. Sure, Chelsea a team. Anyway, to the sports soldiers at Metro TV, Original TV, and of course Original 91.9 FM. We appreciate this one very much. To the organizers, thank you very much for the recognition, and we're going to do more. To my MD, Klaus von Backenstein, and the CEO of Just One Group of Companies, Dr. Siaya Japan, thank you very much. We appreciate this one. Good evening.
Congratulations, Gideon.
Next is TV Sports Show Host of the Year, and the nominees are
TV Sports Show Host of the Year 2025, and the nominees are Benjamin Osei-Bosu, Patrick Osei-Ajiman Songo, Bill Shaw, Michael Kofiodro, Fentu Tahil Fentu, Alfred Techi Mensah, Cyril Nathaniel Atto.
Okay, and the winner is Michael Kofi Odro, Metro TV.
Congratulations, Michael Kofi Odro, Metro TV, on the TV Sports Show Host of the Year 2025.
A round of applause for him, guys.
Wow. Good evening, everyone. It's been 10 straight nominations. I was here for the first 8. I never won. In the last edition, I didn't attend and I won. But I'm happy that finally I get to climb the stage and pick the award once again myself. I'm grateful to each and everyone who has been part of the journey. I see my boss, Mr. Ambassador Edward Boateng here. Happy FM gave me the first opportunity through Joe Debra and Odia Sempa Kwame Owari. To Dr. Ernest Cranton, who fueled the dream and brought me to Metro TV. Doc, I'm so grateful. To the production team and everyone who makes time to watch us 10 a.m. every weekday on Metro TV, I say we're encouraged to do more. Thank you.
Congratulations, Michael Kofi Odro, TV Sports Show Host of the Year.
Okay, so the third.
Ebusiafo ye mama kwaba eba Children's Palace. Nkwala nyema nyina fie enyi. Yonkwala ntade mani mema nyina ntare nyina wase. Yonkwala shoes, yonkwala duane, yonkwala wipes, yonkwala diapers, yonkwala toys, baby cot. In fact, bibia opama umanyina obenye biwa ase.
Located at East Legon Hills, Nana Chrome KFC. Contact us on 059-6377-172. Children's Palace. Happy children, happy fashion. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Wabedum time aso. Hey, J. Watch it, na learning. Missy, watch and learn. Mekwaya mabesisia. Abozing. Akache say no ya konate and the more drink woman. Hey. But I didn't mean. Oh, sorry. She knew her old days. Eji. Dabio, baby wom. Ready? Hey, baby wom. Ah, Eji. I'll cause some discomfort. Ah. Sorry, well, uncle, where would the dad? Why your funeral?
Say a Persori insecticide GB at a user. Co pharmacy in a shop biamu. No mum say a pharmacy supermarket and a shop ra. Na repedudu to a cotonwa. On for Royal Dutch and our Aerofield Trading. FE spray with Daimwa.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ampedu. Good afternoon, Mr. Asari. How is business doing? My business is collapsing. Why is your business collapsing? I sold my products and services to my clients on credit, and my debtors are not paying their debts.
Have you heard of Rosic Consult Limited, a debt recovery company operating in all the 16 regions of Ghana?
Not at all.
Mr. Ampedu, all you need to do is to contact them on their customer service line. I recommend Rosic Consult Limited, a debt recovery company to financial institutions, businessmen and businesswomen, other companies, and also individuals. Rosic Consult has 98.4% debt recovery rate. We have professional debt recovery managers. You are assured of swift debt recovery. No recovery, no commission. For Rosic Consult Limited, no more write-offs. And we pre-finance the recovery ourselves.
We are changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. And in the valleys, keep your head up high. Dare to dream with Puma drinks. Puma, Puma. Yeah, believe it, you can achieve. Puma, Puma. Oh yeah, clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make we start the Puma. Oh yeah, come alive. Puma, Puma. Let me hear you. Puma.
Puma Drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved. This February on Metro TV.
What the matter there? Hey. What the matter there? Me step a foot, then me shot at them. I organize and I scatter them. I bag of money, stack of them. Pretty girls, me I f*** them. You are born on the 13th February. The Metro TV Campus Red Pool Party happening inside Bayview. If you come and do it live. Don't join me and let's party, let's have fun, you know? What the matter?
It's free! Join the Children's President on Saturday, 21st February 2026 at the F1 Sutherland Children's Park at 9 a.m. sharp for kids in worship as we thank God for bringing back our President. This event is a Metro TV event supported by Original TV, Original FM, and Metro Digital.
I mean, every election there's a vote buying. I mean, so if we are buying votes, they should also buy their votes. I mean, this is not news. I mean, every election there's a vote buying. I mean, so if we are buying votes, they should also buy their votes. I mean, this is not news. I mean, every election there's a vote buying. I mean, so if we are buying votes, they should also buy their votes. I mean, this is
what they are doing is because they know the seat is for the NDC. They are buying votes. One candidate can give 3,000 to each delegate. The NDC, the electoral college is approximately 1,300. 1,300 delegates, including those who are dead and those who travel. And each person is getting 3,000 from a candidate. 2 days ago, a candidate distributed a motorbike to each of the polling stations. We have 130 polling stations. Each polling station, one motorbike. Do the calculation. Where are they getting the money from? right now, as we can all see, the ambassador to Nigeria, who is also contesting the seats, is sharing television. Where did he get the money from? We want the OSP to also come into this, to do his investigation, so that at the end of the day, what they are doing, they are destroying our democracy. Our democracy is diminishing, because at the end of the day, if you don't have money, the right candidate, you will not be elected. Every time, bad candidates, mostly in Ayawaso, is 34 years of NDC's representation, no development, no human capacity building, yet still they are buying people's conscience. So please, media, we have to do the needful. Thank you.
Thank you too.
You're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. I'm still here with Mr. Kofi Tonto, who is the deputy spokesperson for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and his campaign team, and also Eric Edem Agbana, his MP for Ketu North. Now, I want us to look at something which has come up, and over the weekend, the Ayawaso East elections were held, primaries for the NDC was held, and a number of issues have come up. We saw people going to certain places and collecting all kinds of goodies. People have attributed that to a case of vote buying. There have been some reactions. So we've seen a press statement from the NDC, we've seen a press statement from the Majority Caucus, we've seen a press statement from the Minority Caucus, we've seen something from the Office of the Special Prosecutor, and then we've seen something from Baba Jamal himself, who's had to respond to some of the allegations that have been made. In fact, he's denying the case of vote buying. He says he has nothing to do with all the things that we saw. We haven't seen any press statement from Haja Amina herself, who was one of the contenders, and also the other contestants. But whilst all kinds of investigations have been instituted to get to the bottom of this, to ascertain the veracity or otherwise of some of the claims and counter-claims that have been made, we must all accept that vote buying is a bigger problem. It's a major, major, major problem in our body politics, and it is the reason why persons like Kofi Tonto, I doubt, can stand in elections in this country, not because it's not quality, because he can't just pay, he just can't afford it. Eric has been fortunate in his constituency. I think that the love for him was just so much that I doubt if he had to pay anything. I mean, maybe apart from feeding them and maybe transporting them. But there are many, many Ghanaians today who can't stand elections in this country because they can't fork out that kind of amount of money. So we have a problem. We need to deal with that problem. But today is the NDCs that's on the table, so we need to talk about it. We need to deal with it. Let me look at what the Daily Graphic is saying. It says, Ayawaso East NDC primary, Baba Jamal Hot, president recalls him from diplomatic duties, OSP party proved vote buying allegations. The story is by Samuel Dodo, and it says that a simple exercise to elect a parliamentary candidate has caused the recall of a diplomat who contested in the primary, attracted the interest of anti-graft institutions, and thrown the entire exercise into controversy over allegations of vote buying. Baba Jamal Mohammed Ahmed, popularly known as Baba Jamal, once a Deputy Minister of Communication, and a former one-term Member of Parliament, MP for Akwetia, won the National Democratic Congress NDC internal contest intended to field a candidate for the Ayawaso East by-election, polling 431 of the 964 valid votes cast last Saturday. His closest challenger came from Haji Amin Adam, widow of the immediate past Member of Parliament of the area, who polled 399 votes. The other three candidates polled a combined 134 votes, total delegates eligible to vote. Primary were 1,047, but viral videos of supposed voter inducement in the constituency pointed fingers about Mr. Jamal, Ghana's High Commissioner to Nigeria. Mr. Jamal subsequently explained that he has shown generosity towards acquaintances at Christmas and other festive occasions, and that the 32-inch TV sets and other souvenirs were not intended to induce any of the beneficiaries to vote in a particular way. While the controversy raged, the president, after the election, instructed a recall of the High Commissioner to Nigeria of the allegations of vote buying in the primary, while the Office of the Special Prosecutor said it had begun investigations into allegations surrounding the primary. Now, in a statement dated February 7, 2025, and signed by the spokesperson to the President, Minister of State Government Communications, Felix Wachofosu, President John Dramani Mahama directed Mr. Jamal immediate recall from his position as Ghana's High Commissioner to Nigeria. He said the decision followed allegations of voter inducement in last Saturday's NDC primary in the Ayawaso East constituency, in which Baba Jamal, a candidate, participated. In his directive to the Minister of Foreign Affairs to recall Mr. Jamal as High Commissioner, the President indicated while the allegations of vote buying were made against multiple candidates who contested the primary, Baba Jamal was the only serving public officer amongst them. So that's how the Daily Graphic captures it. Now, the Daily Guide also said vote buying rocks Ayawaso East, the NDC primary, and it goes on and on and on and on. Now, the Crusading Guide is reporting that Baba Jamal has been sacrificed for sharing goodies at Ayawaso primary. And then the Herald is reporting that Baba Jamal kills sympathy votes with TV sets and Kusiani Meku at Ayawaso primary. That's also there. And the delegates swap votes for boiled eggs, cash, TV, parts, booters, motorbikes, and they also. So it's all over in the papers. And of course, Good Morning Ghana being a newspaper-driven, show, would want to follow up on some of these stories in the paper. So I'll start with you, Adam. You've seen some of those videos. You've seen some of the pictures. You've heard what Baba Jamal has said. You've read the statement by the presidency, and you've seen that of the Office of the Special Prosecutor. My unimpeachable source tells me that Baba Jamal himself has been invited. In fact, a letter has been written to him. He's invited for some questioning. I'm not too sure whether the others have also received a similar letter, whether the OSP, if they haven't, I don't know whether the OSP intends to send them a letter. If they have, then that's fine. That I don't have that information. And then what do you make of all of this? I mean, is this something that, is there something you think we're missing as far as this conversation is concerned? Because I'm sure you've monitored media discussions here and there.
Moro, the issue of monetization, vote buying, must be of concern to each and every one of us as citizens of this beautiful country of ours. Vote buying undermines the credibility of the democracy that we seek to build. I recall a couple of months ago, I sat here with you and we cried together about monetization in our politics. Not too long ago, the CDD released a report. I know some other CSOs have released reports indicating how much estimatedly people spend before they become members of parliament or before you can become president of Ghana. And so the issue of monetization has been of great concern to each and every one of us. It is a culture that all of us must be interested in finding an end to. And that is why I am happy that with what happened over the weekend at Ayawaso East, I have seen a genuine attempt by the National Democratic Congress and the government of the day to bring to a stop this culture that we are all not happy about. We saw very open display of opulence on Saturday. We saw how, like you played a video, people took television sets and what have you were shared. I think that what happened on Saturday was alien to the values of the NDC. This is not the NDC that some of us grew up to love and to join.
And what are these values?
Values of accountability, values of probity, values of transparency. These are the values that we know for the NDC. And that is why I'm not surprised that the entire party seems outraged at the open display and also the admission. We played some videos, and I will not sit here and say because some officials have said in every election there is vote buying. I don't buy that. I don't think that that is the position of our party. We can be concerned about how over the years our elections are organized and candidates, including myself, how we have gone through these processes and payments that you have to make, whether it is transportation to delegates or what have you. But what happened on Saturday clearly is one that the NDC as a party is not happy about. And that is why we have seen those statements condemning it and calling for investigations. But I will not go into the details because as we speak, there is a 3-member committee investigating the matter. And tomorrow we are told they will present a report to FEC.
Tomorrow,
Tuesday.
Okay.
My caucus, the majority caucus, also has issued a statement condemning and actually calling for the cancellation of the elections. That is the position of the caucus.
Do you have any idea what the basis would that be, especially when you have called for investigations to be launched?
Yes, so that's what I'm saying, that the party is made up of many structures.
Right.
We have the parliamentary caucus, and they are on many occasions, parliamentary caucus has made some calls that the party did not yield to. So the party as a body corporate set up a committee to investigate, and so the party is doing its part. The majority caucus, as the parliamentary wing of the party, also has stated the position via that press statement. The presidency recalled the Honorable Baba Jamal from his role as ambassador to Nigeria. And so, like I said, it is even possible that this morning, Council of Elders of the party can also issue a statement. There are different wings of the party. So, but I will choose to wait for the final report that the 3-member committee led by the Honorable Inusa Fuseni, the report that they will bring, whatever recommendations that they will give, we will choose to go by it. But
initially, sorry,
I want to say
on this report,
yes,
on this committee which has been set up by the party to look into this issue.
Yes.
You know, initially the
majority leader.
It was the majority leader.
Yes.
Now Inusa Fuseni.
Exactly. There was a replacement because the majority leader's position,
right,
as the leader of our caucus. So if the caucus takes a decision, he cannot be a member of the investigative body or committee because the caucus that he leads in parliament
has a stance
on it, and so that would mean that
he can't be fair.
He can't be fair.
Okay,
so he chooses to be with us.
Also, otherwise, you'll be conflicted.
Now, if you look at the statement that the caucus released, it was not only signed by the majority leader.
Yeah.
It was signed by what we call extended leadership. So all the 16 regional caucus leaders.
Okay.
So every region we have our regional caucuses. So Volta region we are led by the Honorable Emmanuel Kwesi Bejra.
Okay.
The Central region is led by the Honorable Queen Stapoko, and like that, we have that across the 16 regions.
All of them are pending that.
All of them exactly signed that part. So it means that it wasn't a decision by the Honorable Muhammad Yariga alone.
Okay.
It was a decision by what we call extended leadership. But like I said, let us wait for the outcome of the report. But Moro, this is an issue that, as much as possible, I would want us not to have partisan sides or argument into it, because we cannot sit here and claim that these reports, that these issues of alleged vote buying and monetization in politics is or happen in only one political party. Just 2 weeks ago, is it even up to 2 weeks? 31st.
You don't want
the
to bring
NPP,
politics in, but you are
yes,
bringing
I'm
politics
saying,
in.
The NPP held their presidential primaries.
Hey.
We saw videos of candidates. We saw videos of coordinators of candidates. We saw how also money was. But like I said, that is not a justification. It's not something that we want us to do equalization and say because it is alleged that Dr. Brian Acheampong gave 700 to every delegate across this country. Because it is alleged that Dr. Bawumia shared 500 cedis to every delegate across this country. Because the Honorable Kennedy Japan is alleged to have shared maybe even more. Because of that, what happened in Ayawaso East is justified. I don't want us to go on that tangent at all. We cannot also say that these issues of presentation of TVs and what have you, because we have seen it in internal primaries in the MPP in the past, even by-elections, the internal primaries that they held. For example, the by-election, the primaries that they held after the demise of the Honorable Emmanuel Chimanten and all of that. Go back even online, you will see that even the internet has several reports, videos and pictures of some of these states. But I am happy that we, the NDC, are not taking the position that, oh, it has been happening in this party or that party. There is a decision to bring that culture to an end. That is why you see the outrage from the NDC as a political party. And I must commend the Honorable Fifi Kwete and the national chairman. We just concluded a retreat last night. The Honorable national chairman of our party, General Mosquito, was with us. Throughout his speech, he admonished us to keep to the values of integrity, because you see, this party that we all belong to is bigger than all of us. And it's a party that the way and manner in which the leadership of the party is behaving today tells me that indeed the party is bigger than everybody. And so if today I do anything, I engage in any act that is alien to the values of the party, that is alien to the culture of the party will be able to punish me. And that is the kind of political party that we want to build. And that is why we are happy that the party is not relaxed and providing justification. But right from the very moment that those reports, we saw the videos, the party has taken a stand against those acts. And so we would wait for the party to release the reports tomorrow and let's see the way forward. But I can assure you, knowing the character of the NDC as a political party and the people managing the party now, how disciplined they are, how they have proven time without number that they have unquestionable integrity, I am confident that whatever reports that will be out, whatever recommendations that they may get out of the investigations, it will be implemented to the latter. And I'm also happy that the NDC has shown that we are not a political party that is always saying group thing, let's agree to the thing, whether it is right or wrong. See the position that the majority has taken. See the position that our General Secretary and the party have taken. It tells you that as a political party, the reset agenda that we promised is not only a reset targeted at our opponent, but self-house cleansing also is part of it. That we want to build a resilient political party. A party that is strong, a party that will protect the values that we stand for. Probity, transparency, and accountability. Moro, I, again, want to say that the NDC will not shield anybody who be found culpable, or who may be found culpable of engaging in any act of vote buying. But as the law says, opportunity will be given to the accused, because that is very basic in natural justice, that they would have the opportunity to come and justify or provide answers to answer questions on what exactly happened. And so we'll wait for the reports to come out. And I can assure you that whatever the report will recommend, the NDC as a political party will implement. But let me tell the people of Ghana that if you have seen those images and some of the things and heard from some officials either confirming or openly admitting to some of these things, we apologize, because that is not the culture of the NDC. The NDC is not a party that will encourage these things. And so bear with us and wait on the party to take decisive actions after the investigations.
All right. Obi.
So I want to ask a rhetorical question. The probity, the accountability, and the values, when were they established?
They've always been with the party, isn't it?
They've always been with the party.
That's what the NDC was founded.
So the values were there when they were sharing butter in Kumasi. The values were there when President Mahama was giving monies to delegates.
When? President Mahama never did.
President Mahama gave 40 CDs to every delegate at the primaries.
Okay.
Okay. You sat here.
No problem. I'll come back. You finish.
See, Adam. You people will say you are creating. You sat here and pontificated, holier than thou. Oh, we shouldn't politicize it. Yet carefully and craftily stated offenses and sins of MPP, bringing even Chair Martin and all of that. It was a masterful communication. I'm not blaming you, but I'm blaming you. You sat here and did that. You didn't remember your probity and accountability when your Greater Accra Regional Minister sat openly on TV said, what is wrong with buying votes? Where was your conscience? Where was the Jubilee House? Or is it because Jubilee House doesn't like Baba Jama? Where? The Greater Accra Regional Minister, if anybody had to be fired, the lady openly said on TV that there is nothing wrong with vote buying. Where was the ethics of the president? Where was the code of conduct? Today you Adam want to tell us about values. What values? Etiwa, just recently, Etiwa, on video, your party member saying, lawyer gave me 5,000, this person gave me 400, so I voted for lawyer. And then now, people who benefited from this sit in parliament and write a statement to condemn the other.
Okay.
Look, please, this whole reset, values, and all of these things, put it aside. Because, you see, you promised Ghanaians a reset. That reset should have started from day one. But it didn't. Because actually, on day one, you started committing offenses. Hooliganism, vandalism. And we told you, like, look, these are the tendencies of the NDC. And you overlooked them. And it has continued. And now you are telling us about reset. What reset? If you had anything to reset, you should have done it from the beginning. You don't wait for the offense or the crime to happen and then you tell us about reset. Because you have evidence. Just we've had 2 by-elections. Etiwa, and then, no, Ablikumanov was not a by-election. It was Akwetia and Ablikumanov, but that one was not a by, it was just a rerun. And these things happen there. Where were your values then? They happened. Except this time, it was so blatant. So blatant, you had no excuse, none whatsoever. Because in other instances, you are giving the monies to people quietly, except the delegates will come out and say that, oh, I got 5,000, etc. But, very little evidence. But this time, people were holding TV, motorbikes on the back of a truck. And then the person who lost her husband is giving 3,000 CDs per delegate.
Allegedly.
That's okay. I don't have a problem. 3,000 CDs per delegate. This is the party you belong to. Of course, these offenses are not unique to the NDC. I mean, I'll be a liar and a hypocrite to sit here and say that you can't find such behavior on the other side. Definitely. But you see, you campaigned on morality, that you are coming to reset Ghana in every facet of the nation. I mean, every sphere, from governance to the politics to every aspect of it. you come in and you are doing worse. Now the question of Baba Jamal getting fired or recalled, basically he's been fired. When we recall a diplomat, basically there can be various reasons why you have been recalled. But in this instance, it's very clear that he's been fired. The question is, did Baba Jamal have the right to abandon, this is the proper abandon, to abandon his job and come to Accra and campaign for 2 or 3 weeks? Who gave him the permission? Where is Ablakwa?
What should have been ideal?
They should tell us.
No, so what should have been ideal?
The ideal situation, in my opinion, is that he could have put in his resignation.
Okay.
That, you know, I want to pursue this, so I'm letting go. Because once you are an ambassador, you have a duty, you have to be stationed. And in fact, as an ambassador, before you come back, you have to seek permission. You don't just come back. You seek permission from your minister. So one, did Baba Jamal seek permission from Ablakwa? What were his reasons for that permission? Were the permission granted? Or Baba Jamal just left his duties, came to Ghana without any permission?
You want answers to these questions?
Of course! Ablakwa should come out and tell Ghanaians. Because as a minister, he slept on his job. Because he should have held Baba Jamal accountable in the first place. Why was Baba Jamal in Ghana campaigning on Ghana's dime? Because as an ambassador, he was still entitled to whatever he was entitled to. The house he was living in, he was still entitled to. The vehicle he was still entitled to. His salaries, everything. Yet he was in Ghana campaigning on Ghana's dime. So you don't wait for a certain crime to occur before you record that person. So the whole point of recalling, and then, you see what annoys me, it's one thing even if you recall someone and you leave it, but to sort of praise President Mahama, that President Mahama is this special president. He's holding people accountable. The accountability should have started earlier. You don't wait for the offense to occur in the glaring sight of everybody, and then a supposed vote vying happen, and then you act. Then the lady, apparently she's also a board member.
Yeah.
So what happens to her? Are we being fair? Is it just Baba Jamal? So that's another. But I know time.
Yeah.
But then lastly,
Okay.
Mr. Nkwanoma. You know Mr. Nkwanoma?
Who is that?
OSP. The OSP.
Okay.
You want to investigate an issue. Then in your opening statement, you talk about the MPP. I don't have any issues if you want to investigate the MPP. But why didn't you issue a statement right after MPP's primaries? Why do you have to wait till the NDC's issue pops up? Then you use the MPP as the opening line, more or less justifying why you don't owe anybody anything. It's one thing to say NDC or people within the NDC have committed these offenses, I'm going to investigate them. And subsequently, if you want to investigate the MPP, that's fine.
Okay.
So Mo, my point is, it is completely sad.
All right.
The state of our political affairs.
Okay.
And where our politics has gotten us to.
All right.
You know. Okay. But I know because of time, I want to discuss other issues.
We want to celebrate our two. They're here. We have the next 5 minutes to do just that. So let me just do this quickly whilst we wait for Michael and Gatuso to join us. Now, Hassan Saudogos from Accra says, good morning and assalamu alaikum. The allegations of vote buying is real in all political parties. The East Iowa vote buying cuts across all candidates. I want to believe some of the majority parliamentarians had their own candidates in mind. But unfortunately, a candidate lost, and that's why they are going after Baba Jamal. It's unfortunate for Baba Jamal to respond to the allegations of vote buying the way he did. Hassan Ahmed Saudogo Tama sends that message. Elijah Hamza from Pig Farm says that, good morning, my brother Moro, we should be truthful to ourselves and speak the truth for once in this country. I'm so sad and disappointed in some of the leadership of the NDC and some of the majority group in parliament. The establishment candidate in East Iowa also has lost the elections, period. Baba Jamal won. the election based on merit and inducement of voters. In any case, who amongst them can cast the first stone to tell that he or she never involved themselves in vote buying in this country? The Yawasu East is not the inheritance left for the widow to inherit. It was clear on the wall that from day one, some leaders of the party and some members of parliament from the majority group were seriously against Baba Jamal. JC Boakum, political marketing expert, says Honorable Edem Agbana is a nice gentleman, and some of this political equalization will not help them reason MPP was voted out of power in 2024. The annoying aspect is the OSP statement of investigating MPP's presidential primaries and NDC parliamentary election. It is clear the OSP is protecting his job. No few omissions here. Kindly permit me to add those items by the aspirant. Sanitary pad, 1 pack per delegate. Cowbell coffee, 1 box per delegate. Fabric half piece for delegate. Kivo Gari, 2 rolls per delegate. Ice chest small, 1 per delegate. JC Boako, political marketing expert. This did you have to go to this extent? Samuel Brian Boabin says that Baba Jamal erred in granting that interview and his responses were ill-judged. Anyone seeking equity must come with clean hands. Is the majority caucus not truly asking the public to believe that no MP has ever offered delegates anything ahead of primaries? The double standards are glaring. My brother Edem should rest. Their vote buying tradition has nothing to do with the MPP. We have consistently conducted our primaries with impeccable integrity. We all witnessed this opulence during their primary. Even the Sultan of Brunei and the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia would not run such a campaign. He is in fact more culpable than Baba Jamal. Samuel Brand Boabi sends that message. Samuel J says that I'm happy you're discussing vote buying. I'm expecting the issue to be looked at in totality and not NDC MEP alone, but at least I salute NDC for taking such bold steps. I find it difficult to understand the MP guy because the president has terminated Baba's appointment. Mr. Wonder Avuka inside in Swami Doji says, good morning to you, Moro, and your panelists. Vote buying is gradually taking the center stage of our democratic system, must be condemned by all well-meaning Ghanaians. The tried and tested President John Dramani Mahama's able appointees are at work, and Ghana will work again. Now, Farhan from UK says, Salam, my brother Moro. The vote buying exposed in the Yawasu East and MP primaries offers the nation a rare chance to confront a deepening political malady. The country can begin by launching a full investigation into both elections and suspending all candidates and delegates implicated. This should be followed by prosecuting all parties involved in the bribery. The next step is to empower the Electoral Commission and the relevant state institutions to audit political parties, support proper membership records, and establish emergency protocols to reduce vote buying. Tridel says, good morning, Moro, and your cherished viewers. I strongly condemn the reported incidents of vote buying in East Ayawasu during the recent NDC internal elections last Saturday. Such acts undermine the democratic process and erode trust in our electoral system, especially when the country is on resetting by the visionary President John Dramani Mahama. All right, so let me do this quickly. Michael is here. Let's praise, praise and commend him and his other colleague for doing a good job. Michael, good morning. It's good to see you. How are you? Big congratulations. Thank you. Yeah, the whole world is congratulating you and Gattuso for doing such a fantastic job. You are the new TV show host of the year 2025, even though held in 2026, RTP. How does that feel? Charlie, you have to share the thing with me. You brought it here and put it in front of you. Anyway, how does that feel? Your mic is off apparently. Yes. Is it on? Oh, it's on. It's on actually. It's on. His mic is on. Yes.
Okay.
How's the feeling like?
That's what recognition is good.
Okay.
And so the feeling is good.
Okay.
You mentioned that I'm the new. In fact, I have successfully defended it. I won it the last
year?
Yes.
Oh.
The last time the awards was held. But
okay.
It was. The feeling is not as it is.
Okay.
I mean, because for 9 consecutive years, I was nominated for this category, the TV show, sports show host of the year. The first 8, I was there. I'll see through the events from about 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. And it will end in disappointment because I will not be the eventual winner.
Yeah.
In the 9th edition, which was the last time the event was held before last Saturday, I remember my brother Gattuso was on my case. Throughout the week, he asked whether I'll be attending the event. I said no. On the day of the event, he called around midday. I said, Gattuso, I'm not coming.
Yeah.
At 7 p.m., he says, I'm on my way. I said, Gattuso, I'm not coming. Kofi Asante, technical manager, called me that, are you coming for the awards? I said, no.
Right.
And at 11 p.m., Gattuso called that. Even Dr. Randy Abe, who issued a caveat that he should never be nominated for the awards, is here. So, Michael, you have to be here. I said, my guy, make us sleep. Then at 12:30 12:34. I remember very well. 12:34 a.m. Midnight. Gattuso calls and says that you won the award. I said, oh, my friend, you just want me to be pained that I didn't attend the event. So I cut the call, put the phone on silent, and then I slept off. In the morning, I saw the video from Gattuso, and it was exciting that I won, but it was very disappointing on my part that I failed to attend the event, because it was something that successive years I looked forward to with great expectations. I went and did not win. So when I had attended 8 straight events and not won, I should be disappointed in myself that I failed to attend the 9th one, which I won. But I wasn't on stage to pick up the award. And this time, I was there. Yeah. And this time round, I had to be the one convincing Gattuso for us to attend the show. And unlike what I did in the previous year, he heeded to the call and attended with me. And what made it even special was the fact that we both won our category. Yeah. He won the radio sports show host of the year, and then I won for TV. What it means is that we have a good team. We have a quality team here at Ignite Media, and we're even encouraged to do better in the coming days.
I see, and I see that even today. I think you're wearing. Are you wearing suits for the first time? Hey, tell me the things that awards can do.
Oh no!
But it's a nice suit.
No, thank you.
It's a nice suit.
I wear suits before. I mean, for those that have been around for long and those that have followed us, the suit and tie was the signature. But at some point, I said no. Let me switch to the African print. So for the last 2 to 3 years, it's always been African print. I wear suits when I have big interviews.
In less than 1 minute. Tell me, what is it about your presentation and your show, which runs from 10 to 11:55? What is it about your show on Metro TV that gets a lot of Ghanaians locked on and they want to watch? You know, somebody. So because it is based on that, the RTP people recognized you and got the public to vote and things like that, and you've won. So what is it about your show? In just a minute.
I think that it is about the quality and fairness in hosting. If you follow our show, you see that we are very balanced. We all have our opinions. We all have the groups we belong to. We all have our individual associations and relationships with people. But we do not make that matter when we sit on the show, because we know that we have people to serve. And the people who watch us on a daily basis are discerning people. And so we've got to deliver on all level of fairness. So I think that has been, it's a very balanced show. And then the quality of the guests that also make appearances on the show. This is a show where we do not allow for people to just come and run people down. We deal with issues rather than to attack the personalities of people. So we are fair in our judgment, we are fair in our analysis, we are fair in whatever we do. And then we have a very quality panel that is blend with experience and the youthful exuberance. We have the Gen Zs who will come in and their thoughts and analysis resonates with the younger generation. Then we have people like Coach Eben, like Jerry Efriye Pemka, we have Kobe Jones, and the other guys, Jonathan Akron. These are people who have lived through sports for decades, and they have witnessed history, they have witnessed the event and all of that. So when they are coming on with the analysis, you are sure that, they know their stuff, and they have critically analyzed the situations. And so I feel this is what has worked for us, the balance, the fairness, the quality of the guests and all we do. So I think this is what, because people meet us outside and a lot of the time they say, we like how you moderate your show. You do not allow for people to unduly attack the personality of people, but you do not also shield the people and not allow the wrongs they do be brought to the fore. So I think these are the things that have worked for us. But more, let me take the opportunity to say a special thank you to the people who have helped us in this journey. Gustav Amano Dodu, his colleague, we're in the same church, Calvary Presby, Alugbush. He was the one who first introduced me to One Kwesi Sapon and Brekum Dishe Joe Debra of Happy FM. I'm grateful to him. He was the link. He allowed himself to be the vessel which God used for me to get this opportunity. I would want to say a big thank you to Brekum Dishe Joe Debra, formerly of Happy FM, Odia Sempa Kwame Owari, Mark Paradise, Okocha, to Agron Hine Swansea, Isuman, Charles Osei, SCB. They were the ones that, I mean, I learned on the job. Before I got into the media, I had no formal training in media, but after I've done a degree in communication studies and all of that. But when I came, I was, I mean, completely new to the environment, except that I had a lot of passion for sports and I had followed sports over the period. But they were the ones that groomed me right from the basics, and so they gave me that strong foundation. And to Dr. Ernest Cranton, he fueled the dream, bringing me from Happy FM to Metro TV. It was, one, a tree station, it was radio. To date, I don't know what Ernest saw that he thought I could do TV and do it in English when I was doing radio and doing it in Chi. But he gave me the opportunity, and by the grace of God, we were able to learn on the job. And today, I'm RTP television sports show host of the year. So I think that these are the people that have, the people that gave us the platform and have shaped us and helped us to live the dream. To my producer, Joel Maubejibe, he's a gem. He's a big man. Yes, I salute him this morning.
No, he's taking the thing more personally than you. Yes,
to our panelists who make regular appearances on the show, we are grateful for their sacrifices. To the people who watch us every day, they remain very dear to our hearts. They are the reason we do not sleep. We burn the candles. I mean, doing research so that we can, because we when they see us on the street and they tell us they like what we do, then we get encouraged. Then we are even motivated to do better, because we know that they've got certain expectations of us and we've got to deliver on those expectations.
Great.
To my biggest fan, Mame Ekia Odro, CEO of Fake Clothing, that's my younger sister. I mean, she takes interest in whatever I do. And anytime she watches me, she comes back with feedback. To her and her husband Frank Mensah, I'm so grateful to them for the feedback they give me. It also helps in shaping whatever I do.
All right, so we're proud of you. Big congratulations.
Thank you.
Charlie, keep sorry.
Sure, it will be very wrong to wrap up the thank you message without talking about the leadership of Ignite. People have got the quality, people have got the talent, they've got the zeal, but the environment in which they find themselves do not allow for them to deliver at very high level. Here, they give us the free room to explore, they give us the free room to operate. We are well resourced. It's the reason we're able to deliver at a certain level. So to the group chairman, Dr. Joseph Sianwe Japan, earlier this year he called us, he encouraged us, he gave us some direction. We're grateful to him for always being there for us, for guiding us through everything. To the managing director, Klaus von Backenstein, the HR programs manager, Kwesi Efriye, and all the other people at management level. But the real stars in this are the technical guys. They do a lot to help us. And the sad thing is that because people don't get to see them and what they do, they are not appreciated as much as we are appreciated. But they are the real stars. They are the ones that make the thing happen. So the technical guys here at Ignite Media, I salute them this morning, and I say a very big thank you to them.
Great. So great topics, great guests, balanced conversations, and top quality conversations as well. That's what has brought us this far. I want to thank you very much for your time. Michael, thank you so very much. And once again, congratulations. And let me also say, now, speaking about appreciation, on the 14th of February, I'm sure you want to appreciate a loved one. And we have a big program coming up. Just a second. I'm talking about just a second. Now, the month of love, don't just feel the love, come swim in it. And red lights, cool music, great music, good music, fine faces, soft touches. Whether you're coming with your crush or partner or just ready to meet someone special, Metro TV is bringing you the Campus Red Pool Party, and where love meets rhythm and Valentine's gets wet. So Friday, 13th February, from 4 p.m. at Bayview Village, Atomic Junction. Dress in a red bikini and shorts. Bring your vibe. Let the water do the talking. Artists on the bill include Kojo Black, Lalid, Ghana Boy, and the top 10 rap generals on Beats and Sip. Campus Red Pool Party. Valentine belongs here. Grab your ticket at 60 cities for single and 100 cities for a double. For more details, call 027 0916 956. 027 091 6956. Remember, it's Friday, 13th February 2026 from 4 p.m. at Bayview Village, Atomic Junction. Unfortunately, we have to end. Our time is up. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. 1 minute.
Boro, 30 seconds. You see, like I said from the beginning, we condemn vote buying as a party, and we do not want a repetition of it. We want to bring it to an end.
Okay.
But the NPP does not have the moral right to be condemning. Look, I have a report here by the Corruption Watch. In your primaries at Domiko Abenya, for example, Aaron Michael Kwe was accused of sharing 32-inch TV, 3,000 per delegates, and these things are here. And look, even the 31st December that you did, there's a video here by GH1 where delegates confirm taking money from Dr. Baumia, they confirm taking money from Dr. Brian, they confirm taking money from Ken. Those videos are there.
Okay.
If you have failed to condemn it because your party is corrupt, allow us deal with it, because as the NDC as a political party, we do not want to encourage vote buying. But in yours, people, these are your delegates. I have videos. Let your producers play it. Confirming that we got money from Dr.
This February on Metro TV.